This podcast may contain offensive content. You have been warned. Welcome to the Diecast podcast. I am your DM, Johnny, and here we are for the Tomb of Annihilation Group B, double Group B episode. If you remember last week, we had them go into the jungle for the first time, have some encounters with the sea hag. Durand almost died to the sea hag and almost died to some velociraptors, so hopefully his luck goes better inside the jungle. But they continue to look for Hisari. They continue to look for a solution to the death curse that it seems to have plagued the lands, and they're trying to negotiate how they're going to work with their new guide Iku and how her moral compass points and if that differs from the rest of the group. So that is the intro for this week. Again, Group A and B are about 7 days apart, and if you are a new listener or if you're an old listener, thank you for tuning into this episode. You can find us on any app that plays a podcast, iTunes, Google Play, or Stitcher. You can also find us on our own website, www.flyinglizardstudio.com. Please come along in the adventure. Please give a subscription. Please leave a review and a rating. It'll help us out a lot and make a better podcast for you. And as always, if you have friends who enjoy D&D or playing Tomb of Annihilation or just enjoy a good podcast to listen to on the subway or the streetcar, give it a share. Let them know our crazy stories that are happening. We would love to have you along for the journey. We'd love to have you along for the conversation. You can also find us on Twitter, on our own Twitter account, @Diecast Podcast. We'd love to hear you. We'd love to see any art. Share artists with us. Share any of your crazy stories from your games of Dungeons & Dragons and how it compares in. We'd love to hear from everything, but we have to get into the jungles of Chult. Group B trying to figure their own stuff out as they try to figure out the death curse. We will see you at the break. There's a special little surprise in the game this week, and I'll talk about it at the break, and I'll see you then. All right, have so much fun. We'll see you at midpoint. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Diecast podcast, Tomb of Annihilation, Group B. 2 Group B episodes in a row. Woo!
Ooh, sweet. We're catching up.
Moving on up. So we've had pirate encounters on the seas. We've had sea hag encounters and sea hag gambling problems with rotten Agnes Wormwiggle, who tried to...
A name like that, how could she not be beloved by the masses?
She was totally cheating them.
She's done really well in market test.
Our hag marketing loves it. Our humanoid marketing dislikes it.
Swear by her.
Yeah, so you had encountered Durand went down, got almost scared to death by Agnes, and then proceeded to have some shenanigans by your paladin to try and bring her back to life.
It works.
Literally gambled on his life.
Yes.
Gamble on her hand.
Hey, non-violent solution.
I bet Mercy's hand that I could beat her in a game of dice.
No, but
No, that was before that, actually.
Oh,
while you were lying unconscious on the ground.
Oh, yeah. Sure.
Mercy gambled with your life.
My life?
Yeah.
News to me.
Maybe all of our lives? It's hard to say. Turns out she did it, though.
No harm done.
Yeah, you did some gambling, you did some wagering. Mercy got a charm effect from her.
Yeah.
A boon.
Yes.
Evil hag's boon.
Yes, a chain of restoration.
Charm of restoration.
Oh, charm of restoration. I'm sorry. Charm of restoration.
It's like a tattoo around your wrist, I believe.
Yeah, basically it's like a tattoo with like magical leaves tattooed on.
Seaweed leaves, yeah.
Seaweed leaves, and they'll burn off every time I burn them. What is it? One charge for a lesser restoration, 3 charges for a greater restoration.
That's going to come in
6 charges
handy.
total. Yep.
That is going to come in very handy.
Yeah. So anybody gets diseases, I'm your girl.
Poisons, petrifies. You're good. Yeah, so, and Mercy actually had the constitution to go down to her sea hag cave.
Yep.
Found some information about the local area she gave, and also was gifted a coin.
Yes, that I haven't told anybody about yet, but I plan to ask certain peoples about it. maybe with some book learning. Left around looking in your general direction.
Yeah, I know. So much stuff.
I know so much about points.
I know. I'm so excited to tell you about it.
I have my own collection of them.
Oh my god, you nerd.
Maybe.
Who has
I haven't. That's not in the backstory. That's not canon.
It is now.
I'll have to think about that.
You guys came back up. Iku is very upset with all of you for dealings with a haggis of the sea. And then you guys dove into the jungle, and wouldn't you know it, almost like about like a couple of hours in, Velociraptor attack
It was not pretty.
was very dangerous.
I
Ambushes
nearly
ahead.
died. I am still gripping with mortal terror the fact that my existence was nearly ended.
Twice in the same day.
Twice.
In a matter of 5 hours.
Gambling on my life is something I'm used to. Being torn open, and having your intestines slide out because a velociraptor just gored you with their foot. I'm not down for that.
Or just staring upon the terrifying visage of a sea hag and it immediately knocks you out.
I wasn't pleasant either. I'm not saying.
Literally scared you unconscious.
But if I had to choose between the two, I'd pick the first.
That's some serious ugly is all I'm saying.
Yeah, and so you guys made camp from that, getting ready for day 2 in the jungle as you took a short rest and set up your camp, set up your rain catchers to catch water and whatnot, and got ready to settle down for the night.
All right. So the whole time we're setting up, Durand is looking at Iku, and I'm going to roll insight on her to like pick up on her mood.
Okay.
19.
19, yeah, you can tell she is not visibly upset with the group, but there is some tempered anger there at how you guys handled the sea hag. It seems she's still holding on to the fact that you were open to negotiation. Her opinion, I believe she even stated that you should either avoid it or destroy it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which we were trying to do.
Yeah, but
We tried both those things.
They
They didn't work.
The plan blew up on our faces, and then we had to find an alternate solution.
as is the purview of most D&D adventures. What's our plan? How do we blow this up?
What's Leonard starts...
Make the plan, execute the plan, expect the plan to go off the rails,
Throw
throw away the plan.
Throw away the plan.
And be cool all the way through it.
Yes. That's terrible. I always make detailed plans.
All right, I'm going to sidle up to Iku.
She's sitting by the bonfire, just kind of like sitting in a kind of like meditative, relaxing pose. Just kind of, you hear kind of like the lights of the fire actually kind of create kind of like this dome underneath the canopy, as you can't actually see the stars over top. The foliage is that thick, and you can actually hear like the nocturnal animals coming to life, the chirrings and the whirrings of small frogs and birds, and you can hear like the rustling in the leaves as the jungle just as alive at night than it is during the day.
Nice night, huh, Iku?
Says, well, it's a night that you've all survived, the first one, so...
That's the base requirement we need for nice. Still alive. It was a success, and it was a large part, I gotta say, due to you. I mean, we would literally not be here without you.
Yeah, I must agree, Iku. Your skills as a guide were invaluable today.
That wasn't my skills as a guide, that was my skills as someone who's spent most of her life in the jungle.
Either way, we owe you a great debt, and we are so glad we picked you to come along with us.
You see her kind of like take this deep breath in and says, I worry about you all in the jungle, that maybe this was a foolish errand to bring you here. She kind of like takes this moment of just self-realization and says, I am here to protect the jungle. I'm trying to find people who will help me keep this jungle safe. There is something dark and evil that has fallen across it.
Well, with all the zombies and vicious lizards? No, say it isn't so.
The zombies have been here for over a century.
Oh, so they're good in your opinion? They're okay?
No, they have to go. It is this death curse that is fallen down.
Agreed, and that's the problem we are here to solve. And with your help, I think we can do it.
And she says, now, are you actually here to solve it, or are you here because someone is paying you to be here? Or are you here because you're fleeing something? Or are you here because this is something you can not just experience for the first time? Because if you are not here to help save this jungle, then I can turn this around and I can take you back to the closest settlement, and then I will go find people who are actually committed to this.
Eku, I swear. I was thrown out of my own forest, but I adopt this new forest as my home. I will protect it and serve with you. I don't know about these others, but you can count on me and my druid magic.
See, stunning endorsement from the big guy over here.
She nods at Fanquin, kind of like that understanding of the natural world type of thing. She looks around and says, "And the rest of you, this is not a place where you give half commitments, because this is a place that the jungle devours foolishness and unpreparedness."
Exactly. It's a serious place for serious people. And really, when you come down to it, what do our motives matter, Riku? We're here. We're doing the job. We've got to get it done. All our lives depend on it. I think that's commitment enough.
And also, less mouths to feed means our supplies last longer, so all in all, kind of a net positive if someone's gone.
Why are you looking at me? Look, without my dinosaur, Pets Dungar.
The dinosaur.
My dinosaur.
The dinosaur.
The dinosaur
His
that I
name is
have
Dungar.
trained. Yes, Dungar, my friend, my great friend. I scratch him under the chin.
Kind of stamps his feet happily.
We also would be dead today, okay? In fact, if anyone here didn't pull their weight, we could have died several times today, all right? So I think we just all gotta realize that we're all on the same team here, working together, and hopefully tomorrow will be a little less deadly.
She says, "Well, for the sake of the group and the sake of your souls, I hope so, but I will guide you, but I'm dubious of your wants and reasons to be down here. Why are you down here?"
Well, for my part, I spent most of my life training at the Bashful Academy. I was one of their star pupils, you may have heard. I've probably told you once or twice.
No, I've never heard of it.
I initially, when I was a young girl, I did a lot of play acting adventuring. It was something I really loved in the bedtime stories my parents read me.
That's adorable. You had parents. That's so cute.
I still have parents. What happened to yours?
Never mind. I'm not making it about me. Continue your story.
Well, I got there. I got lost in my studies. I spent a lot of time learning about histories and battles and how they're fought and how best to prepare your body for an adventure. But I spent much more time in the library than worrying about the practical side of adventuring. I had never been in a fight before this week. I'd never been on a boat and fought pirates or velociraptors or a sea hag. I think I lost what I wanted in the first place in learning to go to the Bashful Academy.
Great. That's real great for you, kid.
And so what I'm saying is why I came here and why I'm here now are a little different.
You see her nod, and she looks over at Mercy and says, "And you?"
Well, yeah, I'm here to complete the mission that we're on, which is find out what's evil in this jungle and vanquish it. And I'm definitely taking this job seriously. Look, I did what I thought was necessary. I kept Durand alive.
Wait, what? When did that happen?
Against the sea hag, you were dying. I healed you secretly while we were. So you were never really in danger, even though I do air quotes. So I was like, bet on your life.
Oh, thanks, lady.
And even though we didn't destroy her, and she is alive, we found a non-violent solution to the situation. And her being alive gives her another chance to redeem herself.
You see her just kind of shake her head and said, "See, hags in general are dangerous creatures. They use souls as currency, as components in rituals, as nourishment."
Look, none of us made best friends with her, okay? We just did what we had to do to get out of that situation. Sometimes you gotta gamble somebody's hand and cheat in a dice game to get where you gotta go.
So I just worry that the information she gave you is not accurate, and that sea hags are known to purposely slowly drive people insane or to danger.
Okay.
From what Mercy told me while we were walking, her information didn't seem particularly menacing. She just told us of the bird people living out there with the kings and the...
Right.
that mountain thing in the garden. I have the map.
Okay.
All this information seems fairly benign.
And Iku, if it helps and gains your trust at all, I promise you I will not withhold any information. And so I reach into my pocket and I pull out the coin. I didn't get a chance to tell anybody yet, but here it is. The Sea Hag also gave me this as a parting gift, and I present it in front of everyone and just plainly show it. She said this is some sort of coin, and it looks obviously quite ornate. I can tell this was probably the very first coin that was ever minted in this run.
You see Iku kind of recoil and says, if you want to do yourself any good, you'd throw that coin in the jungle and never look at it again.
What is it?
Okay, I'm going to do a history check to find out what I know about that.
Oh,
shit.
Natural one.
Apparently you do not have a coin
Oh,
collection.
what's your total?
It is 6 is my total.
Okay. Yeah, it looks old and worn. A lot of the engravings on it, like you can see, like there's markings on it, but it looks like it's been like used and like worn down over the time, but you can't make any.
Can I do a perception to like see if I can decipher what images were on it?
Yeah.
Perception is 15.
15. You could tell on one side it looks like it had some type of humanoid face on it, and the other side you could it seems it could either be like a landscape or like a creature. It's like it's too hard to tell with all like the squiggles and rubbings on it.
I'd like to use my Furbolg spell to
Okay.
cast Detect Magic on the coin.
Okay.
Ooh.
Furbolg spell.
What is that?
The racial feat.
I get 2 Detect Magic and Disguise Self, which I can use as just a spell, and they don't count against my spell slots.
Yep. So you cast Detect Magic, the coin immediately glows up for you, and it looks like it has a very, very light, almost like a sprinkling of enchantment magic on it.
Enchantment, eh?
This is not purely natural. There is other than natural forces on this coin.
Hey, Durand.
I mean magic.
You know a lot about money. Have you ever seen a coin like this before?
I don't know anything about
Currencies?
ancient or historical coins. I'm not trained in history.
Well, you look at it, and from what Mercy tells you, from what you know of coins and feeling the weight of it and feeling this is a coin.
Oh, you let me touch it?
Yeah.
It disappears into my pockets.
I'll say it's a.
We saw you do it.
It's a sleight of hand check, but it's going to be unfortunate.
I'm actually going to do it like in front of them like a trick. I'm going to roll the coin like down the backs of my fingers. It disappears like into my sleeve, and I'm like, where'd it go?
Okay, sleight of hand check versus
Insight or
perception, but you get advantage because you're directly observing.
Perception. Okay,
Right.
advantage perception.
Oh my god. I rolled a 2 and a 3.
Wow, natural 20.
Oh, 13. Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, and it disappears from.
Whoa.
sight.
I got a crit though.
Oh, did you? Oh, sorry.
Yeah, he has 20.
I got a 13.
Oh, sorry. I thought James said he got the natural.
Oh, no.
No, he got
commented
it.
that he got
Sorry,
it.
thank you.
Durand.
You see it like disappear. Like you know he's like kind of like hiding in the back of his hand.
Roll up your sleeve, Duran.
Well spotted, well spotted. I'll flip it back into my fingers. I'll take a look at it. I guess I roll perception on the coin.
Yeah. You don't,
15.
You actually don't need to, but you immediately like just from the feel it. This coin's changed hands many times over the course of its life, and you look at it and you're like, yeah, that story that Mercy tells, like this looks like it is the first coin that was ever printed in a society. This has some historical weight to it, and the fact that it's magical or has like a trace element of magic to it does not surprise you whatsoever. But you think that this is probably, and based on what you know of Chult so far, and that there are like societies and empires that have long since disappeared, that there's a very like this is the real deal.
I hold it out to Iku and I'm like, why such a negative reaction? It just looks like an old, possibly valuable antique coin.
So it's because it comes from a hag. She spits at the ground.
It's also enchanted with some magic, perhaps a scrying spell or other type of spell.
Well, you know, scrying spell would be divination magic. This is enchantment magic. That's usually what you get. It's like a light smell. It's usually what you get with like magical items and stuff like that. Like just something that's been infused with magic in some way.
Would I know if it's good or bad? Like, no, I guess not.
Oh, you know what? I'm going to use my divine sense to detect good and evil. Wait, is that what I have? My divine
No,
sense?
divine sense lets you know if there's like fiends, undead.
Right.
Which is actually a good thing to do before you go to sleep.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah. I am actually going to maybe cast that anyway.
Yeah, I think you get...
But, yeah, okay, so...
Yeah, you detect undead creatures.
I got it here. The presence of strong evil registers in your senses like a noxious odor, and powerful good rings like heavenly music in your ears.
Okay.
You can open your action to detect such forces until the end of your next turn. You know the location of any celestial, fiend, or undead within 60 feet that is not behind total cover. You know the type, but not its identity. Within the same radius, you also detect the presence of any place or object that has been consecrated or desecrated, as with the Hallow spell.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I make sure to I turn on Divine Sense. My again forearm glows, veins kind of glow up especially, and so just and then kind of wait for reactions. What I see.
Now you don't feel any sensations come off either the coin or the surrounding area.
Mm-hmm.
You do know that the brush is exceptionally thick in the air because Dungar had to stomp that path through.
Yeah.
So that may be giving you kind of like a blocking signal, but so far within 60 feet of you nothing registers.
Okay. So yeah, I mentioned that to everyone. We I think we're pretty safe so far. At least the perimeter is. I'm not getting any sense of evil or good, especially from this coin. But it is still enhanced, as Fenquin here said.
But the magic of this coin is enchantment magic, which is spells that affect the minds of others. She could control you with this coin and turn you into a zombie of a different type.
So
Durant looks at it, hands it back to Mercy.
Well, as a sign of good faith, Iku, that we will listen and follow to your direction more. Shall we follow her advice?
Yes,
I am still curious about what this coin is and what it
you
does,
can
though.
bury it here and we'll return to it later. But it is not coming further with us on this journey.
Okay, fair enough. I find like a nearby boulder or something. I mark it with like an X, and then I put the coin underneath the boulder.
Yeah. When you do that, you see kind of Iku just kind of, it looks like she lowers her shoulders a bit and just kind of relaxes and like, very well. This is a good start. Mm-hmm. Let's get some rest, and we'll be out first thing in the morning.
Okay. I'll also leave some druidic markings around. You cannot see them, but I have marked this place clearly, so I will find it again.
Okay.
That's actually way better than an X.
Yeah, the note says like, "Dear druids, please don't lift up this stone with an X. My non-druid friend is holding something." He thinks it helps.
3 months later, it's just like cool pool. Just writes like lol.
Okay, so half our hit die back.
Half your hit die back. Spells.
Back to full hit points.
Spells you've expended to get back full hit points.
Sweet, I didn't spend a hit die.
Down hands, 10 bitches.
Okay.
All your long rest abilities.
Oh, more importantly, Dungar is back to full health.
Do I want to switch out any spells?
Now's the time to do it.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
The time.
Because as you wake up in the morning, the sky opens up and you can actually feel rain come down on yourselves, and you realize that the rain you're getting here is actually a lot lighter compared to what would be outside the canopy, but it does kind of create this mist around you. So you're.
So wait, does our sleep interrupt it, or like?
No, it's in the morning when it happens.
So we didn't put anybody on watch. We just slept.
You're good for now.
It was a tough day. I don't blame you.
Well, it was like I think I said like it was literally like you guys were about to go to sleep, so you were good for sleeping.
I'm sure our guide would tell us what to do. Properly.
Actually, everyone give me an insight check.
14.
What did we catch you this question? Sorry,
insight.
Just regular.
Oh Jesus!
9, 11,
5.
Yeah, you don't pick up anything off of EQ off of that.
Not even with a 14?
Not even with a 14. No.
Seriously?
It's hard to read.
But yeah, so you will be at disadvantage for perception checks made in the mist due to the rain.
Well, shall we travel maybe at a slower pace today so that we don't get caught in this rain?
If we traveled at a slower pace, wouldn't we be in the rain longer for more distance?
No, but, well, as it is raining, our perceptions will be dimmed. We won't be able to hear predators or other possible ambushers in the forest. Perhaps going at a slower pace today might make sense considering the inclement weather conditions.
Given how close we were to death yesterday, perhaps it is good we are more prudent as we move forward.
I just want to get where we're going in time.
What do you think, Iku?
She says, "Well, the rain will will make it harder to pick up on things. If we go slower, then it depends on how fast you want to get to. I'm essentially heading for the tip of the edge of the volcano, and once we get there, we can start looking around for Hisari. So it's all up to you about how fast you want to get there. It would be more cautious to go slower, but it would take more time.
Yeah, I mean, we're only like a couple of squares away. Like we are. Making sure that I have some cover so the map doesn't get wet.
Actually, you notice that as water hits, it just beads off perfectly.
Oh my!
High quality map.
It's a high quality map.
Yeah, oil and leather. Or something.
Well, we landed here in the bay of in Refuge Bay. The tip of the mountain here is only 3 days in.
We should chart our course on the map, perhaps.
Yeah, did we move one square up? I guess
I marked it in.
That's where we landed anyway. So we just finished to this square,
yeah.
or
okay. You're still you're in the foresty part of that one.
The first square.
Yeah.
Okay.
So your day 2, I'd mark off where you want to go on the second one.
Okay. We actually can get to the edge of this with 1 more day's travel. So
so you're starting in that one.
Oh, we're starting that, so we move forward.
What was the rule? If we go slow, we don't get out of that. We might not get out of the hex.
Like you roll a d4, and on a 1 or a 2,
so
you may not get
the
out
way
of
it actually works is
So,
with the rolls. Slow is half a
here?
square
you're
a day.
moving into the next one.
Regular is
we're
1 square a
jungle,
day,
that's the
and
jungle.
fast is 1
It counts
square a
as
day.
jungle. It's like
Because
zero
it
jungle.
averages out, right?
Right. So we could potentially make up 2 if we went
so
fast.
in theory that there's
Yeah.
1 square here.
Yeah.
But we could potentially go nowhere if we go slow.
Slow you go 1 or 0. Regular you go 1.
Yeah.
The other one you go 0 or 1 or 2.
Yeah.
So then, yeah.
These are 50 chance of
I think
moving
we just
up.
go regular speed, maybe.
And if you go slow, you get a +5 to your perception checks and passive perception.
Yeah.
If you
Just
go
spot
fast,
ambushes.
if you go fast, you get a -5.
What's the effective rain on our perception checks?
Disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
Yeah.
Oh, so disadvantage +5 or disadvantage regular for a pass.
Plus you're fast.
Your
I mean,
passive's not being effective.
I think we have some time. If you want to be cautious, we did almost get killed yesterday.
Yeah. Multiple times.
I think maybe going 1 day at slow, and the next day we can go at normal or whatever. We'll see what the weather's like.
Okay. Sure.
Yeah. You do see Iku being to set up the rain catchers on top of Duran, though. Or, Dungar.
Dungar, sweet.
Don't get off me. What do you? No.
I want you to carry these 21 gallons of water on your back.
Yeah, I'll help. I'll swing up on Dungar and help her get them set up.
Yeah, and you can see they're filling up almost immediately.
Sweet. We should
And, it's like
all of our barrels and stuff.
Very cool, just that refreshing fresh water of.
Everybody, make sure you refill your canteens if you haven't already.
Yeah, you can literally just hold open your
Now's the
water
time.
skins and it'll fill up on you.
Great.
You should make sure that Dungar's drinking lots today. He's constantly giving him water.
All right. Speaking of Dungar, as we proceed into the jungle, from now on, unless I specify otherwise, Durand is riding on the top middle, out of melee range of things on the side. I assume I can do that because he's a huge beast, right?
Yeah.
So I climb up in the middle of all the pack and luggage piled up on his back.
Yeah.
I sit on the top of that with my crossbow, keeping an eye out.
Yeah. It's a little damp because there's literally no shelter there. But
Yeah, I throw a cloak over my head as a poncho, but I'm perched on top of him,
Nice.
represented by me being on his figure.
Well,
Yeah,
we're
we
traveling
need to go-
behind him because he is
Yeah.
carving a path
Yeah.
for
He's
us.
literally-
Yeah, he's smashing
I'll be
his
at
way
the
through the
back.
jungle, right?
Yeah.
But we definitely need to
And
go.
Iku, I guess, would be at the front guiding us.
Yeah, do we have somebody for you?
Or is
Yeah,
she,
I think
on, or is she
maybe-
on Dungar going that way, Dungar?
While this is going on,
Through the slow brush.
I got an EQ.
She might be just in front of him, maybe?
I think I said that.
We need to go.
We'll say that. I
that's-
think I
that's
have
a
to
dinosaur.
Good
that's
EQ,
me. You can't have. That was me. You can't have 2 people with horn helmets.
So it's that druidic look. You can't get away
There
from
was a female elf archer.
Yeah, I can't.
Okay, she can be it. I admire your helm there, Iku.
It's probably in the
Similar to
tin.
mine.
Where's the tin?
It's okay.
It's over here. Don't worry, we got it.
It's all right.
She's got more of a hood and think more like Anna from Overwatch. That's how I always envisioned her.
More like Anna from Overwatch.
Yeah, granny type.
So like a sniper rifle and a.
Well, not a sniper, but
She has a staff instead of a sniper.
yeah,
Okay.
very effective
I
stat.
like it. I like it.
So
As
yeah,
we're
you
walking,
guys.
I pull out a piece of paper and I'm like, "Here, Dungar, I present this to you. It's a piece of paper that says you own Duran. There you
Immediately,
go."
that paper just almost becomes mush in your hand.
Look at it. He owns you now, Duran, because he has a piece of paper that says he does.
Okay, first of all, no money was exchanged, so that's not contract. Second of all, it's destroyed, so it's invalid anyway. And third of all, he's my dinosaur. Get away from him.
It is a legal contract. I put nominal value, so in consideration for his services, we're giving him ownership of you. So,
Where did you learn all those words?
as one does in the druidic arts.
Mercy yells out from the cheap seats. Alethra gave her a book.
So are you guys going fast, slow?
I guess we're going slow.
Yeah, let's go slow for
All
the
right, so
first
you
day.
get a +5 to your passive perceptions,
Right.
and a
Oh,
+5
really?
to all your perception checks. For
Do we
the
do
day.
that as a group check?
No, just like for the day, you get.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Modifiers.
However, at the end of the day, I'll get you to roll a d4, and you may leave the square, or you may leave the hex, you may not.
Passive wisdom or no? Let's see.
Passive perception, so it'd be your wisdom, your perception skill.
But in the system, you could get stuck in a hex if you went slow every day. Because you could potentially never
I feel like
leave.
the second day you move forward no
Yeah.
matter what.
Am I right? Oh, okay.
You'd still move forward, but you'd still, you're taking your time going. If you've got
Because even on a slow, you're still moving like half the hex, technically speaking. And if you're moving
All right.
at least half every day, then you're still going 2 hexes.
Yeah, the question is if you travel slow in 2 days, do you get to move
next
2
hex.
squares, or is it always maximum 1 square?
It's
Because you would move.
You roll every time.
It depends. It depends on the terrain because you can move
Okay.
2 squares in a river,
Okay.
and then there's some like open areas that you can move a little bit faster through as well.
We can
Depends
cover,
what you get.
we can cover the minutia of that maybe
Yeah.
in some
Yeah,
other
that's
time.
However, so as you guys are going through the jungle, I will need everyone to give me a perception check.
There we go.
No.
So disadvantage, but with +5.
Correct.
Oh, Jesus.
I got a 7.
21.
Hey.
Disadvantage, actually.
Oh, both 10s.
Oh, oops.
So
13.
15.
15.
I did even better than that. I got 18.
Nice.
All right. So Mercy and Alethra, you guys as you're walking,
You got 22, right?
No, it was disadvantage.
Oh,
disadvantage,
I
yeah.
thought it was advantage.
Iku got
Wishful thinking.
16.
Alright.
So the three of you, immediately you hear kind of like this buzzing in the air, and it's coming off to your left, and it sounds almost like you swear it sounds like a beehive, but like a little bit lesser of a sound. And as you look over, you can actually see clouds of looks like types of
swarms.
flies or
Oh,
insects. Not giant ones, just like regular, like little, like you wouldn't see them normally, but there's so many massed together
Right.
that they are just appearing like about maybe like 100 feet off to your left. You can just like hear this like sound of like buzzing.
Okay.
Iku, what? The buzzing. What is that?
She says, "Well, there aren't from the lands outside of Chult. There aren't like what are known as scavenger animals, like your birds that come down, or vultures, I believe you call them. The most things that scavenge here are insects, and usually when there's a swarm of them, that means that something is dead and they're feeding off of it.
Oh. Should we go see what they're feeding on, or should we just proceed ahead?
It's like we can check. Like I worry that it's undead, but they seem to be static in space. The undead usually move and have the flies follow them around, so it could literally be anything, but it's something that's died. Maybe she looks at them like by the sides, like maybe within a couple of weeks.
Wait.
And they would only attack deceased creatures.
Oh, they only feed on the dead. Yes.
Let's not take any chances, and I turn on divine sense. So I do my detect for evil and
yeah. Again, with the dense foliage around, you don't feel any undead. Maybe the foliage is the jungle forest is interfering with that a bit, but within 60 feet of you, you feel no.
Okay. And you said this buzzing is how far away?
About 100 feet or so. Give or
So
take.
I'd have to get
So they're
closer.
a little bit outside, yeah. I think that lasts for like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Right.
So shall we... I think we should check it out.
Let's.
I call down from the top of like the map. What? I don't see anything.
If I kind of put my finger up and look at Duran. It's like, listen, really listen. We're hearing, me and Alethra and Iku are hearing buzzing. It's about 100 feet away, and I point over in that direction.
You fear eventually as you stop, like now that Dungar is like stopped shifting around, like the cargo on the back is stopped. You can actually hear over like the patter of rainfall. You actually hear kind of like this low like.
Oh yeah. All right.
I just want to check
Can
it out.
I use a nature check to see if I know the sound?
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
Is it advantage? Oh, 22.
Nature check? Yeah, you're fine. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you know them as botflies.
Ah, the sound of the botfly. I've only heard of it through the tellings of other druids.
Oh, you'd know about botflies. Botflies are pretty universal.
They'd be up in where I'm? Oh.
Yeah, like essentially they're flies that...
I had a father who used to herd botflies.
But traditionally they feed on cadavers and whatnot.
We would offer up the dead of our village to them.
So you want to go check out a bunch of stinky corpses? Be my guest. We'll wait here.
If let's think about this though. If there are undead, I mean, if these botflies only eat undead and they're 100 feet away, that means there's a possibility that there will be undead near them. So,
or a dead creature.
But there's also but also look at where we are. We're in a jungle full of undead, so we have to be on guard for that if we are going to, survey or scout. My divine sense is still on for the next few minutes. Maybe we can get a little bit closer and see if we detect anything and decide from there.
It's a great research opportunity, is all I'm saying.
You see, you could say, like, it's at least, because if it is undead, we should remove it from the jungle.
Also, experience points, guys.
Points?
Meta commentary.
You want to do it for the experience? Okay.
Okay, so I pet
research.
I pet Dungar, and I was like, Dungar, how do you feel about moving 40 feet in it?
I translate.
Dungar says, "I'll go wherever you lead me."
He says he'll go wherever he leads you.
Okay, Dungar, let's go this way. And so we try and sneak up so that my divine sense is within range of the botflies.
Is the dinosaur sneaking up?
The dinosaur can try and sneak up, but the dinosaur is really difficult to see.
Yeah.
You leave the dinosaur.
Well, it's a crazy.
You can still move through the jungle.
Yeah. Let's move him at least 40 feet towards.
It is 100 feet away.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so we'll say we'll move 40 feet closer to them, basically.
So as you move 40 feet, that sound, you can actually see like this kind of like black hanging cloud over like a certain area. But you actually, as you get closer, you actually see what appears to be kind of stone structures, just kind of popping its head, like little bits of their heads out of the jungle. They look really worn over. Whatever they used to be, you can't tell anymore, but they appear to be covered in vines and moss, and they rounded and dimpled and just almost on that verge of collapsing. But it looks like whatever the main structure was, it forms that kind of like the corner of like either like a building or a house or something like that. It looked like it could have been maybe a couple stories taller, but time in the jungle have just taken its toll on.
I'll do a religion check to see if I know if there's any, if it's like a temple or something.
You'd have to get closer to see.
Okay.
Inspect
we're still 60 feet away.
Yeah.
Wow, a structure from ancient Chult.
She said,
Now we have to go closer.
Do we? I mean, you can. How about me and Dungar will stay here and watch your back?
I just like kind of talk over to Alethra. I was like, Alethra, what good is research if you're dead?
What's good at not knowing anything, if anything? You have to venture something to gain something.
It's true, but, look at what just happened to us yesterday. We have to be careful about this.
I agree that leaving the dinosaur here is best and going in for a stealthy look is a good first step.
Mm-hmm.
I think I should, and maybe one or two of you, move ahead and let's see what's there.
Wait, perhaps I can assume a shape that might be inconspicuous in the jungle.
Botfly?
possibly. It would be
no, it has a flying speed.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
right. It's a fly. Yeah, it's a fly.
Yeah, I can't do anything to the flies, but perhaps some sort of monkey or.
Well, they won't eat you as long as you're not undead. So.
Or not. Well, as long as you're not dead.
As long as you're not undead. As long as you're not dead or undead.
Let's see.
Yeah, you could just be like a monkey or a deer or something.
What this is going to be a forest?
Jungle, technically.
Oh, there's no
I don't think there's a jungle.
I do challenge rating anyway. Oh, a baboon.
Yeah, baboon.
Oh, there you go.
Baboon's a fairly thing. Speed 30, climb. Passive perception 11. Is there like a little bit better monkey?
If you don't find one within 10 seconds, I'll say baboon is your best choice.
Okay, I am turning into a baboon.
Okay. You see Fenquin shrink down in size, gigantic red ass.
Whoa.
I hiss menacingly.
Whoa, look at those teeth.
As he goes darting off.
What did I say?
I think that's called presenting.
You see this baboon go just grab by the leaves and vines and just go swinging off towards towards the ruin side. Fenquin, you land on top of these very slick and slippery stones as your padded feet grab in, and immediately you see like this cloud of flies just go shooting in the air. As you look down, you can see what appears to be 4 carcasses. 3 are kind of, looks like vines have wrapped them from the stonework, have wrapped around and like pulled them in. And there's a 4th one that's by a fireplace that looks like it's almost like hogtied by vines wrapped up. Give me a medicine check or a nature check.
I would use my medicine for that.
You use your mental attributes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Medicine or nature?
Medicine plus medicine. I'll use. Ooh, 7.
Yeah, it's hard to, like, these things
They're
are
dead, all right.
Yeah, they're decayed. Their innards have been spread around. It looks like an old campsite.
Do I recognize those vines from the yard of Joban?
Oh yeah, you absolutely do.
Were they one of the ones I saw? What were they called? There's like the man trap or something.
They look like assassin vines.
Assassin vines. Ah.
They look like the vines are no longer active. Like they look like they've been shredded up.
Oh, okay.
But it looks like that there's still remnants that kind of wrapped around like the remains of whatever. Like it's like maybe part of a rib cage, maybe part of like a pelvis bone. But it looks like the scavenger animals have done their work.
I take a moment to admire the power and beauty of nature.
But it definitely looks like an old camp though.
Okay. Do I see any other things in the camp, or can I like take a closer look at the camp?
Give me an investigation check. Yeah.
And that would be with perception.
Yeah, intelligence with investigation.
Oh, I can't use it. Okay. So intelligence is only a plus. Oh wait, I use my mental attributes. Okay. 9. Ooh, cold dice.
Yeah, the flies are buzzing around too much, and the smell actually is kind of potent. Definitely not. There's not, even if they were zombies, there's not enough left of the bodies to be zombies. But it looks like some of their gear is still here. Some of their packs are still here. The fire in the middle looks like it burned down on its own.
I stopped to groom myself.
Yeah.
Okay. Does it look like I can climb down a bit?
Oh yeah, easily.
But there's the vines there.
The vines look like they've been sliced up. Like they don't look like they're active.
But maybe they come out of the ground or something. I'm careful. Okay, so can I?
Stay climbed up in the trees, and then what's the? I mean, I'm curious what the structure
is there trees over there?
Oh yeah, there's trees easily.
Okay, so I will swing over to be above the sort of thing, and
kind of Spider-Man your way down.
Yeah, climb down, not touching the ground though, and moving very carefully and slowly to watch for any vines that might come after me, so I can escape. And I'll climb down to see if I can get a better look closer up. Yeah,
you can get down. You come down to over what looks like the one like hogtied carcass. The vines look like gray and desiccated. Like there's been no nutrients that's gone through them in quite some time.
I'd like to search the tree for grubs.
Give me investigation.
20.
Jesus Christ. That's your first good roll.
You find 5 grubs. Easy to eat.
I eat the grubs. Okay.
That's why you don't stay in animal form for too long. Then you become the animal.
Never go full baboon.
That's Druid 101, man.
Yeah, never go full baboon.
Never go full baboon.
You can only be a baboon for an hour.
If you want the Oscar, if you want the Oscar, you can't go full baboon.
Okay, so the vines are all shredded. The people are dead. Do I notice anything close up about do I notice any markings on the buildings or?
Give me a religion check.
Yes.
Religiosity.
14.
14. Yeah. There's too much vines and flies going around that you can't actually make
Get some new dice, man.
any religious symbols. Unfortunately.
Seriously.
That's okay. Well, that's fine. That's average.
Okay, so I will climb back up and then go back and report I'll transform out of baboon shape and report back what I've seen.
Okay.
First I try and communicate it in baboon shape. And then it does not work, and I realize what's happening, and then I transform out of baboon shape.
Oh god, that's so unsettling to watch.
I have seen dead bodies. Also, the grubs here are particularly good.
Oh.
I'll add that to my research notes.
I noticed a fly on a letter, so I grab it and eat it.
Thank you.
Okay.
All right, well, give me a Constitution save.
Yeah.
Me?
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Did the fly make you
12.
sick?
You are good.
Oh, geez. The fly gives you dysentery.
Something probably much worse.
Well, I'm curious to know what they were looking for. If you guys want to continue, I think it sounds like it's fairly safe. Those vines you said are no longer active.
Still there?
Do I know if those vines if they can be underground or anything?
From you, give me a nature check. Yeah.
18.
18. So what you remember from assassin vines and what you've observed is that they're actually mobile and they have the ability to creep along. They're very slow, but they're very much like ambush type of plants. And if plants that are mobile don't usually set down root anywhere.
The assassin vine got its name for a reason. It will stalk you, it will hunt you, and it will eventually kill you.
Well,
so beautiful. It's a great vine.
Well, if we keep an eye out for it, I'm sure we can at least investigate the structure a little bit and see what useful items they might have in their pack.
I have one question, a very important question, Franklin. Did the bodies have any money pouches on them?
You saw pouches. You didn't investigate to see.
I saw pouches, but who knows what's in them?
Good enough for me. Let's check it out.
We trudge.
We should post a guard, perhaps.
Oh, I'm staying up on Dungar.
Okay, you and Dungar should observe and be very attuned to anything moving in the jungle. Perhaps my own skills, as I am attuned to nature, would be most useful on guard as well.
No, I'm good. You go ahead.
And my divine sense is still on, so I'm still detecting if there's any good needle.
Yeah, you're close enough.
Not good needle.
Nothing.
Undead, celestials, and fiends.
Yeah.
Nothing's
Undead,
triggering
celestials, fiends. Yeah, sorry.
Well, undead would be the magical one for the jungle,
Right.
But or the big one for the jungle, but it's not quick enough.
Mm-hmm.
And the way Franklin describes it, there's probably not enough to animate anything left.
Okay, so you're going to stay with Dungar? Let everyone come to the place.
Yeah, that's what I thought we were doing. We were all going. Dungar's coming with us.
Yeah.
I guess.
Don't look at me. It's up to you.
I was just going to watch.
Well, I should actually ask Dungar if Durand is... Dungar, is Durand coming with us? Because you're his owner. You should tell us.
You see Dungar just kind of looks at you and says, I'll go wherever my pack goes.
Good, yes. I say in Dungar's language, sorry, I'm just having a bit of fun with the humans.
What are you saying to him? Stop that. My dinosaur.
Yes, your dinosaur.
All right,
you see
up.
Okay, I'm glad we established that.
Dungar just says, I like my herd. We keep each other safe.
It's true, you are a noble beast, and your work will be rewarded with freedom soon.
It's like, are we not always free?
Yes. You are wise and have taught me much today, Dungar.
Well, I do have 2 brains.
I wish I could have 2 brains, or even 1 brain as good as either of your brains, Dungar.
It's like, one day, maybe you will.
Okay, we arrived at the temple.
Dungar is the MVP.
As you show up to the temple, it's literally just like that corner bit of the wall. You can see where some of the foundation used to be.
Okay.
The jungle has reclaimed everything from it, but immediately that smell hits you right in the face, and it's because it's kind of raining. It's like everything just like smells that little bit extra.
I'll
more.
hundred.
The flies go up in the air in a cloud and kind of like get in your face, like crawling all over you.
I'll do a religion check on the markings on the the thing. Actually, I'll do this.
Religion or history, either will do.
Oh yeah. 21.
21. You actually remember when Alethra was going through Wakanga's library? There's a lot of circular and maze-like patterns on the wall, and this is definitely a former temple to Utao.
Okay. So I motion Alethra over and I show her the markings and I say, "Oh look, aren't these the markings for the Temple of Tao?"
Utao.
Uptao.
Yeah.
Uptao.
Oh, well spotted, Mercy. Yes. He was once the ruler here. His leaving created the power vacuum that caused the spell plague. I will. Well, first let's take a look at do an investigation on the camp that's there.
Yep.
I'd like to take an Overwatch position and be on high alert for assassin vines.
Done.
My investigation is 17.
17 for us. It looks like the camp was nicely set up. It looks like this is a nice place to shelter. It's not great for the rain, but if you position yourself in the right way, maybe it'll lessen the impact. It looks like it was mostly undisturbed. You can see footprints and animal prints of what just things rummaging around for a bit. It looks, and obviously like the gore and viscera that's been spread around as well. But it looks for what you see here, it looks like a mostly undisturbed camp.
I would also be like searching them.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know if that's the same roll. Or
I'd say give me a medicine check for those guys. I'll count the investigation check as well.
Okay. As a medicine check, that's 12.
Ooh. Okay. Well, you do know that's actually enough. Is that you do know that this looks like it was a party of 2 of the corpses. Looked like they may have been halfling. Halfling or gnome, you're not sure. One was definitely a dwarf. And the third one was definitely, for sure, you can tell was a halfling just based on the skin. You can also tell that the skin also has kind of like a bluish tinge to it as well, which looks like that they died of asphyxiation of some type.
Oh, they were strangled to death. Looks like
vines.
Yeah.
Yeah, and as you look at them, they're like the 3 of them are like almost seated up against the wall. It looks like the third one is on a bedroll that's been like pulled out from underneath it and like kind of dragged off a little bit.
That is a classic assassin vine asphyxiation.
Do I know about any?
I call them asphyxiations.
Saves time.
Mm-hmm.
Do I know about like any parties or like famous people who would be like in that configuration of small people adventurers?
No, but you wouldn't know off the top, but you do know that from the paperwork and like the stuff they have on them that they do have the card that says the Sally Forth Adventuring Company.
Okay.
And it looks like it was made up of a gnome, 2 halflings, and a dwarf. You can see they have a contract to investigate the death curse in Chult.
Oh.
We should keep that contract. Perhaps they can tell us more if we do return to the fort.
Roll me a d6 and 2d4 as well.
Do you want me to add this all together?
Yes. Tell me what the d4 result says and the d6 results.
All right, the d6 is a 2. And the 2d4s combined to be 3. They are a 2 and a 1.
So you find on one of the money pouches 2 gold and 3 silver. You also find what appears to be an empty leather pouch on one of the halflings, and the dwarf has a long wooden pipe.
Oh.
Does you detect magic? Does it use a spell slot?
No, but I could do it, but I only get to do it once a day.
Oh, okay, yeah, fair enough.
But it might be a good thing to do as we investigate the camp.
A tube. What's in the tube?
Oh no, a pipe.
It's a pipe, and then what was the other thing?
Empty pouch.
Empty pouch. Okay, so it's just a regular pouch that has nothing in it.
Yeah, it was on the belt of that.
Check to see if it's a bag of holding. You put your hand in it. See what happens.
Oh, it's very clearly a pouch. It's not, it's not big enough to be a bag.
Yeah, there's a hole in it.
Well, it's always good you have an extra pouch. I'll take the pouch. I'll toss Duran the gold.
Whew! Nice.
So you get 2 gold. I'll also pass the silver to Durand. Or to Fenquin.
What are these for?
Well, you never know. When you might find a vending machine in the jungle.
Vending machine! They're out of Pepsi! No!
We may melt them down and
10
make
feet
a
away,
knife.
you find a vending machine.
Could melt them into something useful.
And it's just like a smoking pipe.
Just a smoking pipe, yeah.
Well, Durand, do you smoke?
I mean, I have from time to time. It's not really my thing, though.
Well, I never indulge, so if you want this...
Sure, I'll snatch it out of the air. Just a smoking pipe?
And then I guess I'll do a quick investigation of the ruins to see if anything is useful there. That's a 17 again.
17, you don't see there's not much left of the wall, but you do see that the tracks that have been left on the floor, you've seen them very recently, are velociraptor tracks.
Oh. So... so there's many animal tracks here, including velociraptor.
Okay, that's good. Let's get out of here.
I agree.
They look quite old, like a couple of,
they actually may have been the velociraptors that already attacked us. These are pretty old footprints, Duran.
All right.
But I don't see much else here. I guess I'll do a final perception check of the area. That's 21.
with disadvantage, please.
Oh,
And don't forget to add your +5 as well.
sorry, you're right.
So,
That's a 18 and a 1. So is it +5 plus my additional perception?
Yes.
So it's +8. That's 9.
wow.
Yeah, everything. The rain and the flies are kind of like mucking around with like your your perception and your senses. But other than that, you seem like it seems that this is what it is. It looks like a couple of corpses that have been grasped to a wall and just like opened up onto the rest of the camp.
Nothing ventured, nothing gained. You gained 2 gold, you gained some silver, and a pipe. So let's get going, everybody.
Is there anything else about this temple we should know? So there's not like an indoor area or anything? Or?
No, it's literally just like that quarter section of the wall.
Okay.
Interesting.
Are you also taking the pouch as well?
Yeah, I'll take the pouch.
There's not much left over after. Like it looks like scavenger animals have taken their fill.
Okay.
Yeah. Jungle's a dangerous place, and we're not the only people out here looking for this solution.
No. So let's keep an eye out for those assassin plants. That sounds like a terrible way to die.
Yeah, it looks like a terrible way to die.
As we go, I will pay extra attention for assassin plants.
Oh, sorry. You also found a letter to looks like the dwarf had a friend that he sent a letter out to his friend Flint, asking or just talking about their adventures in the jungle so far, and that he thinks that if his friends Thea and Nulara want to come down and have an adventure, that the jungle is a great place to hang out.
No, it's not.
And then subsequently died afterwards.
It is good that he never sent this letter.
It's a
He would have
magical
condemned
place.
his friends to death like he had.
Would have been very misleading.
It's a magical place.
For we are but humanoids,
What was the name
defenseless against the power of nature.
It was addressed to Flint,
Mhm.
and his friends were Thea and Nulara.
Okay, so
Thea and what's that second one?
Nulara.
New Lara.
Yeah.
Is there any like details in their adventures that like reveal any kind of information about temples or history?
They
or
were
whatever?
coming down to Refuge Bay because it's like a very popular place for adventurers to come down to. You skip over a lot of like this kind of like that holiday rush of adventurers going down the rivers or just walking into the jungle. And it looks like their first couple of days in the jungle have been without event. It looks like it was pretty quiet. They're just like trancing around. They heard about an ancient city down by a volcano that they're looking to explore.
Okay.
That bodes well.
Obviously, they did not make it there.
They did not have services of our excellent guide, Iku.
Yeah, Iku says, like, unfortunately, this is the best thing we can do is just let the jungle grow over this and let it reclaim its nutrients.
I agree. These bones will soon be dust, and that dust will blow away, and these rocks will crumble, and just be rocks once more and not some wall.
And as you hit the side of the wall saying that, just like a part of it, just like one of the stones just kind of like, just falls down.
See, it crumbles even now.
Do you want, I can have Dungor just knock it down?
No, we must not interfere with the course of nature, which will remove it in its own time. It stands here as a warning to humans that their efforts are fruitless, and that Mother Nature will survive and conquer all.
You see, Iku just kind of nods in agreement with it.
Yes. Iku gets it.
Oh,
She's
you
with
too. You too.
Iku, do you know of any cities that were once here?
She says, well, the jungle is full of previous kingdoms and tribes and empires that the jungle has since reclaimed. This could just be one that was lost to time and history. But it does have a temple of Utao, which is a good sign, which is, those are rare to find in the jungle. It's you're more likely to find an old abandoned city than you are to find a temple of Utao.
Interesting.
It's like it's probably a good blessing as she pats Dengar and says to receive such a signal from the father of dinosaurs.
So don't knock it down, is what you're saying?
No, do not knock it down. Didn't you hear my small speech about nature taking its course?
Yeah, I kind of... Anytime you say nature, I just kind of tune the rest out.
It's like I'm talking to myself and
Yeah,
Iku.
there
Well,
it goes
basically like I'm talking to Iku, because she hears it all.
There it goes again.
So you guys ready to make back into the jungle or back on your path?
Yeah, I think so.
We continue this way.
The rain just keeps beating down on you guys as you guys walk for a couple more hours. It has that weird, just kind of like smothering feeling as just the humidity just kind of like the rain cools you off a bit, but it is a little bit rough on traveling. Franklin, I'm gonna need another Constitution check, please.
Oh, this is from that flight. 7.
Your vision starts to go blurry.
Oh, I appear to be poisoned.
Wait, what?
What?
My vision is blurring.
Oh, God.
I turn Dungar around and start moving away from this area.
Okay. I got it. Okay. And so I pulled out my sleeve so that my...
Let me read off some of the symptoms you have.
Okay. Oh, jeez.
Yep. You
The
start
price you pay for comedy.
thinking as your vision blurs, you actually start to feel disoriented, and when you thought you were walking, following Dungar, you were actually starting to veer off into the brush, and your body temperature drops dramatically.
Oh, Jesus.
Is it cold in here? Or maybe it's hot. I feel hot now.
It's hard to tell if the rain, but you are sweating and wet at the same time.
Are there any animals that have poison resistance or anything?
Iku, it looks like Fenquin is experiencing something pretty dramatic. What do you think is happening?
He's got jungle fever. She does a medicine check. And it looks like she's like, he has shivering sickness. Did you eat any insects?
Yes, he ate a bug off of me earlier.
Yeah, as I was coming out of the baboon state, I felt the energy of the baboon persist and ate a fly of some sort.
It's like, well, flies usually don't have that effect because...
Oh, I also, as a baboon, I ate grubs, but that was as a baboon.
Oh, that... You definitely have shivering sickness then. That was a foolish thing to do.
Wait, what?
I apologize for my short-sightedness, but they were so delicious, the grubs.
What is shivering sickness? And, I mean, I wouldn't eat any grubs. Can I get it any other ways?
Do I know what shivering sickness is? I'm proficient in medicine.
You've actually never heard of it before. It's something that's specific to Chult.
Oh.
Okay.
Well, you can actually use your lay on hands to cure this also.
Yeah. Okay, but I'm just going to use... one of the, so I don't use a spell slot. I'm going to use one of the
charges.
One of the charges from the what's it called? Not chain. Charm of Restoration.
Yeah, Charm of Restoration.
Yeah. So I put my my other hand on Fenquin's chest, and one of the leaves kind of burns brightly, and then kind of burns off my skin and slowly fades off. And I use one charge of Lesser Restoration on.
You put it on, you can see kind of like this like sickly green essence being pulled off out of Fenquin's chest. And Fenquin, immediately your vision comes back. You don't feel disoriented. You don't feel cold anymore. And as it moves over, Mercy, you feel it sit into you, and you now have shivering sickness.
Oh.
The gasp. Wait, he looks better, but you look worse. What happened?
It looks
What
like
happened?
Change states.
I think it moved into me.
Perhaps it is the curse of the sea hag's healing bracelet.
That sneaky old Agnes. What a scamp.
Yes. Iku, do you have a cure for this? First, let me remove that bracelet and destroy it.
You can. It's tattooed on.
Oh, it's tattooed on.
Yeah. You see one of the leaves fade and actually leaves like a black like burn mark on my Mercy's skin.
Oh, you got played, Mercy.
Well, this is what we get for consorting with sea hags.
I gave her every chance. Damn it, Agnes.
She gave you ability to heal.
Yeah. True. Well, this is what paladins do, baby. So
Iku also warned you, hags usually give you something at a cost.
yeah. Okay. Do I have anything as a paladin?
Yeah. So
create a potion that would cure him?
you can use your lay on hands to cure one disease.
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
You spend 5 of your hit points.
5?
Yeah, you get
Yeah.
5, and you get to cure one disease.
But that means I also use a spell slot on myself.
No, that's your lay on hands.
Oh, right. Lay on hands. Right. Okay. So I just use the other hand, put it on, then I glow, and then I guess the spell, the disease kind of like expels and burns
fades
off
away.
from the radiant energy.
Just so you know, in the future, what shivering sickness does. Once the symptoms begin, the infected creature regains only half the normal hit points by spending hit dice and no hit points after a long rest.
Ooh.
Oh, Jesus.
The infected creature also has disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls.
Oh, jeez.
At the end of a long rest, an infected creature repeats the saving throw, shaking off the disease on a successful save.
Okay.
Okay.
Pretty nasty, but not the worst.
It's a good thing one of my prepared spells is detect poison and disease.
I did not put that one today. I won't eat any more grubs. It's hard, though, when you're a monkey, not to eat grub. We're all just monkeys anyway.
Well, not you. You're giant, technically.
Well, but I just mean in the sense that I'm a helpless creature in the forest, driven by animal desires. Let's continue.
Everyone give me perception check, please.
On B2.
Disadvantage, but +5.
On B2.
20.
Nice.
25.
I got 11.
12 into 13. So +5, 17.
Ooh, Iku did not do well.
Damn it, Iku.
Disadvantage.
You have one job.
Yeah.
Finquin, as your eyes come back into focus, you kind of like just kind of hear that moment. It's kind of like the restorative magics that Mercy pulled on you. Just gives you like that moment of clarity. Off in the distance, you can actually see what appears to be. You can look back over the trail you've cut, and you can see the bushes and foliage, maybe about 100 feet down, maybe 80 feet, just rustle.
Vines!
A little bit. It's not vines. It's definitely not vines.
Not vines?
But it just looks like the plant life rustles. And you can kind of see like this large figure look stealthily moving through the forest behind
We're
you.
being tracked. They're being hunted, I think. There's a large creature 100 yards down the path. We should prepare for combat.
Behind us or
Yes.
ahead
Yeah,
of us?
behind you.
us.
Can you tell if it's an animal or if it's something else?
I do not know.
It looks dinosaur-like. In fact, I'd say from your nature check, it looks like an Allosaurus.
I believe it's an Allosaurus.
Either one of those giant...
Perhaps I can speak with it. Or Dungar can speak with it.
Yeah, what do I know about an Allosaurus?
Give me a nature check.
Fucking T-Rex, basically.
They're like T-Rexes,
Yeah,
16.
we need to run.
Yeah. 16. So Allosauruses are essentially you've seen them in the dinosaur races in Port Nyanzaru.
Oh, yeah.
Essentially, they're super fast.
Oh, shit.
They're super strong, but they're not as tough as a T-Rex.
Right.
And you do remember from your books from Wakanga's library is that their hunting tactics is more of like an endurance thing, that they're not as strong as a T-Rex. What they do is they try and just wear out. Like they'll stalk something for days and weeks and wait for it to. They're opportunists essentially.
Do you know what hunts Allosauruses?
Do I from that 16-year-old?
Bigger dinosaurs probably do.
Bigger
T-Rex.
Oh, okay.
You can't turn into a T-Rex.
Yeah, no. Bigger dinosaurs.
Essentially, there are stories of people being chased for weeks across the jungle by an Allosaurus, only to finally running out of energy, and they finally get caught.
I don't think we can outrun this. This is maybe a good time to stand and make a fight.
Or maybe we can try and distract it to, give it a different scent to follow.
Yeah, Iku says it could also lose interest after a while. It's hard to say. It's the risk of, do you fight it now and risk getting injured, or do you try and evade it, or do you just ignore it? It could see an opportunity and attack then as well.
Let's try to slowly go around it and be prepared in case it attacks us.
What's behind us? It's hunting us.
So behind us.
Yeah,
It's stalking us currently. We're pretty tasty. We are a pretty big dinosaur and 5 adventurers.
Yeah.
Let us move. We're also a threat to it, I believe, with the dinosaur. So perhaps we should move forward and find a spot where it's advantageous for us to mount a defense.
Here in the open jungle would be hard to find cover. However, we could try to flank it.
You are in cover.
We're in cover right now, yeah.
You're a dense jungle.
But we want to do. Is there a place with like a rocky outcropping that would let us jump on top of it, or
Yeah, you can either. Iku says, "Well, we can either find like a hiding spot and let it go ahead of us and lose track of us, or we could do an ambush for it." She says, "Allosauruses are quite vicious fighters. Like they're." She says, "In your T-Rexes have teeth like short swords. Allosauruses have teeth like rapiers. They're very long and narrow and do some serious
I don't
damage."
think...
You're our guide here, Iku. What should we do?
She says, "My instinct is to either evade it and let it get ahead of us, or to ignore us but keep our eyes in case we get ambushed or into another scrum." They are opportunists. They won't willingly go into a fight. They'll look for an opportunity to take an advantage.
Right.
So she says right now it's probably just observing us.
Right.
It's if we got into encounter or looked like we were in distress, then it may strike.
Thanks.
But the other danger is that it may come at us at night as well.
Right. Maybe we should try and let it go past us.
Yep.
I really don't think we should take on this Allosaurus head on right now.
Yeah, let's. I agree. Let's see if it can get ahead of us.
Continue moving forward with eyes open.
Do you want to try and hide on it, or do you want to try and...
Oh, do you want to try and hide?
That would be us rolling stealth. So
It'd actually be a skill challenge.
skill
Just a
challenge.
challenge?
Okay.
I think I'm into that. Like, let's see if that works, and then maybe
Alright.
if it doesn't work, we can ambush it or run.
I think if it doesn't work, then
We're gonna get
it's
fucked
gonna
up.
come and fight us.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a pretty scary fight for sure. Imagine you
I really don't want to take on an Allosaurus at level 2.
who can say?
Okay,
We
then
might,
let
be,
us.
we might be able to. I think it's the skill challenge.
Okay.
we did pretty well at the last one of those.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is going to be, you're going to need 6 successes before 2 failures.
Oh Jesus!
That's not too bad.
And again, the same thing. You can use. Everyone can use. You get to share the whole skills.
Okay.
If you use more than the same skill twice in the group, then you get disadvantage on the 3rd roll.
Okay.
So
Okay.
we'll start. If anyone wants to volunteer to go first, everyone has to do a skill check or pass
I've
before.
got nature or
Are you trained in perception at all?
yeah, I'm plus 10 in perception right now.
Yeah. Don't
But I'm
forget perception
disadvantaged.
still disadvantage plus 5.
Can I maybe roll
Well-
insight, kind of like anticipate where it might
Yes.
follow our path or something like that? And
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
What's what are you gonna say?
I'm gonna use my action to aid you in perception because I'm also
Anybody-
trained, and that way you can do a perception check. Just maybe find a good space.
Is anybody else
Hide.
trained in
Okay.
insight at the moment?
No.
Okay, so
Iku is.
okay.
Oh.
Can you help me?
Yeah, she will.
Oh.
I'll say that was like you were still like that wasn't an intended rule.
Oh, that wasn't so great. So
But you could help you.
She's helping.
He helped you.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
get
yeah.
advantage.
Oh, right.
Much
That's
better.
better. Okay, so that's 20.
20. So yeah, with your with EQ's guidance,
Right.
you can tell that it looks like the Allosaurus isn't staying directly behind you. It's always off, just like almost kind of like a vector angle on you.
Okay, so yeah, I tell that to everyone, and I maybe like discuss with Iku, like point out, you think we should hide there? We should hide there.
You start looking for angles where it's you try and find like a path that would be disadvantageous for the Allosaurus to follow you. So you start looking for like trees that narrow in, maybe like rock outcroppings or a cave that would like force it to like come out into the open.
Okay, so I'll use perception
and I'll
to do that.
aid you.
So then it's just a regular roll.
roll.
Plus 10.
1 success.
17.
17?
Look
Yeah,
for a spot.
you can actually, you see, it's not quite a canyon, but it's like 2 rocky, just formations in the ground that it looks like it would take a while for the Allosaurus to go around. And this is like, this will take, like, this checks can take place over like a couple of hours of, and it looks like it either has to go around this rocky outcropping or it has to forcefully go onto your trail in the open and follow you behind, and you aim for that.
Yes, come this way. The Allosaurus is led. It can only go forwards, and so a cavern will just be scared. It'll be scared of the cavern. It'll be frightened, and it will go around. And here we can use its weakness against it and find a spot.
Whatever you say,
We'll
Dr.
have-
Dinosaur.
Perhaps 10 minutes of time when it will be not in sight of us and out of the smell range.
Oh, sweet. Then can I use stealth while it can't see us to try and like create like a double back so we lead it on like a misleading trail when we actually go another way?
absolutely.
Okay, I can I aid you in this also because I am trained
Trained
in
in
stealth.
stealth?
You can't yet because we have to go around.
Oh, okay.
okay.
Oh, fair enough.
Actually, no, wait. I think that is because Mercy helps. Iku helped Mercy.
He helped me.
Oh no, yeah.
I haven't helped anybody yet.
No, you use
Drain hasn't done any skills.
I haven't done anything yet.
So no one can help you on this
Okay,
one.
fair enough.
Oh,
okay.
Oh, when he helps with that, uses your
That
thing.
is
Your
my
action,
action.
yeah.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah.
I haven't helped anybody.
That's
But
good.
you use
Oh,
your
right. I did do it too. Okay.
14 plus 4 is 18.
Yeah,
Nice.
perfect. Yeah, you actually tell everyone to head down through the path, the pathway that Franklin spotted out for 2 rocky outcroppings, and you actually take Dungar on kind of like this figure 8 kind of infinity loop of stomping a path. So it's like very clearly the Dungar went one way and you guys all went another way. As Dungar actually where the rocky outcropping is, there's not much foliage, so he actually doesn't stamp down a path a hole, and you actually do create kind of like this diversion route off the side. Only Franklin has so far seen where the Allosaurus is, but you feel like it's still around, but not directly like actively stalking you at the moment. It looks like so far you guys have done a pretty good job. All right, next round, so everyone's actions have reset.
Maybe I should use nature to obscure. I'll use like local smelly plants and fauna to obscure the path that we're taking
Nice.
and change our scents. Ooh, 11.
11. As you go looking around, you actually find something called a yucca tree or a yucca nut. And Iku tells you that these are actually plants that at nighttime they give off a light source. So you get this idea that maybe if you like take some of the nuts and you shake them and throw them off into the forest, it may actually distract the Allosaurus. But as you take the nuts and you're pulling them off the tree, you actually shake the tree and the whole tree lights up on your path.
Oh shit!
I may have made a small mistake here.
You're at 3 successes, 1 failure.
Yikes.
Oh,
Okay,
we're fighting
so
the Allosaurus.
no, I got a pretty good thing here. So I'm gonna grab. It's still lit.
Yeah, it's still lit for
So
now.
I'm gonna grab and try to throw it away using my athletics.
Nice.
Perfect.
I got a pretty good pitching arm, it turns out. Not that great though. Fuck.
Inspiration. I'll give you inspiration.
Sure. All right, let's do it. That's better. That's 15.
15. Yeah.
Oh.
As you actually grab like both yucca, like almost like a double like NFL football. You just like huck them both in 2 different directions, kind of like this distracting like where are those 2 things going? As you can actually hear kind of this rumbling and shuffling off in the foliage about like 60, 80 feet away from you as something seems confused by
Okay.
That was
2
close.
different light sources going off in different directions.
Right. Okay. And you said that we're near kind of like a cave or a cavern.
It was like, so think like 2 rocky outcroppings that
Right.
force up kind of like a trail
Okay.
path
A
down the middle.
crevasse.
You guys have passed through that now.
Okay. Is anybody else trained in deception by any chance?
Deception? Of course I am.
Could
Who's
I?
on the dinosaur?
Okay. Can I? I'd like to try and actually use Dungar and kind of like do like a distracting, echoing dinosaur sounds to try and draw off the Allosaur using
All right.
deception.
Do it up.
All right. And can I get an assist
Sure.
here?
Yeah, I'll
So
switch to it for
All
my
right.
action.
All right. Both 13. Okay, so 20.
Yeah. So you get
Oh,
Dengar
20,
to, like,
23 actually.
to stomp down and kind of like bleed out as you see Duran just kind of like urging them to like make sounds or like stomp against like some like tree trunks and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And it actually does create kind of like a disorienting echo of like you hear it and you've made noise, but it's hard to pinpoint where that noise is coming from. And based on the stealth and like the deceptive trails you've made beforehand, that it's you think it'd be hard to track down where that noise actually came from.
Okay, so that's 5 successes.
5 successes and
one.
1 failure.
Down to a
Down to it.
fateful
That was my
skill
action.
check.
All right.
So I mean,
I had one already.
Iku could do something, or it's the next round.
It's up to you. Iku can try something.
what does she have? Like in terms
She has survival. She has,
Let's use survival. No one's used survival yet.
have you? Has anybody else trained in survival?
Well, we have all used our actions.
She's amazing.
Oh, right.
She's pretty good at stuff.
Yeah, she's
Amazing,
amazing.
huh?
Knock on wood.
Yeah, you like
Knock
what
on
you
wood.
see, huh?
She can use survival to like obscure our tracks. I guess,
PC,
right?
PC Jinx.
natural 20.
Iku.
Yeah, Iku.
Once again, Fenkin marvels at her skill and grace with nature.
I see the way he's looking at her, and I nod satisfactorily.
So Iku says well, they are opportunists. They always go for the least resistance. So she actually takes out some of the Velociraptor meat that you had from the night before, and then just throws it down on the trail.
Why didn't we think about throwing the meat?
So
We butchered like 12 velociraptors.
we have 2 days of
wonder it's following
to
us.
use 1 day of
Yeah,
meat.
she wants one and just makes a giant pile of meat. She's like, if that doesn't if this doesn't satiate the hunger it has right now, then at least we can buy enough time of traveling in between.
Right.
I wish I could stay to watch and eat the meat. It'd be a glorious display of the power of nature.
So you guys are no longer being stalked by an Allosaurus,
Woo!
which is good.
Got
'cause
that XP.
It waits for you guys to get into a fight.
Yeah, how much? I'm curious how much XP that will.
Well, it's because it's not actually combat; it's
Uh-huh.
it's a skill challenge. So
Sure.
I'll let you know at the end of it.
All right, fair enough.
Actually, you know what? Because we're
Is it 200?
A little break.
a little break. Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it.
Is it really possible to trust anything a sea hag tells you, gives you, sends you any type of information? It always comes at a cost, according to Iku. And that's a pretty big commitment that Group B has given Iku as well. It's going to have some long-standing effects as the campaign goes on. And I don't know if you noticed it all, but we had a nice little Easter egg for our friends over at the Dungeons and Dragons podcast, where the recipient or the proposed recipients of the letter that they found on the dwarf was to Flint, Thea, and Nulara, who have been sort of in communication with their old friend, and it never really made it out there. But I thought it would be nice to throw in a nice little Easter egg, a nice little nod to another great live play D&D podcast, Dungeons and Dragons. In fact, this would be a great moment to talk about Dungeons and Dragons. You can follow them on Twitter at Dungeons and Dragons Cast. You can also search for them on any app that plays a podcast as well. They are fun. They are amazing. They're having a great adventure. I believe as of recording this episode, they're up to episode 37. But Russ and his crew have told this amazing story so far. They have catch-up episodes, so if you feel like you're too far ahead, don't worry about it. They will catch you up on the story, and the story is really good, and it's really funny. We'll have some links for them in the post down below. But Dungeons and Dragons and Derpy the Dragon, their little logo, you can't miss it on iTunes. It is an adorable logo, but go check them out. They have so much fun together. You get to see your Nulara just sound off when she says muy caliente, and things are about to go down. So to Thea, to Flint, to Nulara, and to Russ, thank you for providing so much entertainment. Glad we could put a little Easter egg in for everybody. And just, it's a nice little D&D community that exists in the world out there. And I'm glad we're part of it. And I'm glad to share some of it with you. And of course, this is April, which means TCAF is coming up, the Toronto Comics Arts Festival. You can find that at the Toronto Reference Library on May 12th and May 13th. It is right at Yonge and Bloor. If you're in Toronto, come to the city. If you're in the Southern Ontario area or the upstate New York area, or you're just close by, come on in. It's a great, great time. You get to see your favorite artists. You get to see your favorite webcomic creators. You can get some swag signs. You can get some commissions done. And it is the best price of all. It is free. You can go to torontocomics.com to check out more information about it. I go every year. It is a lot of fun. I was at the D&D Comics panel last year checking that out, and that was a lot of fun to watch. So go check that out. We are about to jump back into the jungle as Group B is progressing forward. Have a bit of encounters so far, and it's going to get interesting. Again, thank you so much for listening. For listeners new and old, thank you for coming along the journey. We will see you next week. I believe next week is actually confirmed Group A. They're dealing with the Grungs, and we're dealing with the new jungle threats. So that is it for the Diecast podcast this week. We'll see you next week. Please enjoy the rest of the episode, and don't forget to subscribe, leave a rating, leave a review, send us a message on Twitter. We'd love to hear from you. Have an awesome one. We're back. Okay. So you guys have been going slow, and you also took a bit longer to try and throw off the scent of this Allosaurus who, last you checked, you don't see any rustling bushes. It actually seems like kind of like a quiet as the sun kind of just begins to fall below the horizon. The rain actually lets up around sunset, and you guys have made you've taken some time. You feel like you've made some distance. You look back, aside from like the weaves and bobs you've done in your trail with Dungar, you actually find Iku finds you a nice place to settle down for the night. I am going to need you to roll a D4, however. Anyone can roll it, just let me know. Okay. On a 1 or 2,
I'm on the dinosaur, I'll roll it.
Okay.
On a 1 or 2, you stay in the same hex. On a
I go 3.
4,
Sweet.
Nice.
continue on to the next one.
Woo!
Going slow is paid off.
All right.
In more ways than one.
So we're
The fright of the Allosaur pushed us a little bit faster than we thought.
Maybe not go so slow.
Do you guys want to inspect your items you got from that party?
Sure.
Sure.
I am going to do another divine sense for detect undead and celestial fiends.
Before we
go
rest,
to bed.
I'll use detect magic on all the stuff we got.
Okay. You have on the pouch and the pipe light up, and they both have conjuration magic, and the pouch has transmutation magic on it.
Ooh.
There is magic on these items.
And it looks like they don't require attunement either.
Oh, cool. I'll investigate my smoking
Seem to be
pipe.
very receptive to new users.
There's
So maybe
your pipe.
like the pouch turns something into something else.
A pipe of smoke monsters.
What?
When smoking this pipe, you can use an action to exhale a puff of smoke that takes the form of a single creature, such as a dragon, a flump, or a froghemoth. The form must be small enough to fit inside a 1-foot cube and loses its shape after a few seconds, becoming an ordinary puff of smoke.
That sounds very interesting.
So wait, it becomes a tiny smoke dragon?
Yeah.
For how
For
long?
a few seconds?
For a few seconds, yeah.
Can it do anything?
Nope. Not really.
Okay, cool.
It's just a cool little effect it does.
Maybe you'll be able to press like some kid and he'll give us information.
This is
I'll figure out a way to con somebody with it.
This is also ridiculous. So I have Heward's handy spice pouch. This belt appears to have it appears empty and has 10 charges. While holding the pouch, as an action, you can expend one of its charges and speak the name of any non-magical food seasoning, such as salt, pepper, saffron, or cilantro, and remove a pinch of the desired seasoning from the pouch. The pouch regains 1d6 plus 4 charges daily at dawn. We are eating great in this jungle.
So we have seasoned jerky today.
Yo,
Seasoned jerky,
Give me some
seasoned velociraptor meat if we want it.
Ooh, nutmeg.
You can really go to town. Because it regains a minimum of 5 charges per day.
Yeah.
So you get 5 pinches of any seasoning you want every day.
I want some rock salt and some ground pepper.
Yeah.
Is this somehow... Are these harmful, are these items? Do we have any way of checking that? No?
Not really, no.
Okay, then. Spices for dinner.
All right, so I guess we get those XP from that challenge.
I do it at the end of the session.
Oh, okay. I guess it's not enough to get us to level 3 overnight.
No.
Okay.
Sweet. Yeah. Any? So yeah. I asked Iko at the end of this. Iko, so how did we do today? Do you think?
She says you did well. You honored Ubtao. We've successfully evaded an Allosaurus. She says your group shows promise that when you've buckled down and focused, you actually can survive in here. It's very encouraging to see.
Thank you, Iko. Thank you for your guidance today.
I feel that I failed the group with the yucca trees. Would you spend some time with me to explain the proper handling of a yucca seed?
Yeah,
a yucca
boy.
Tree, so I may improve my druidic skills and not fail the team again subtly in the future.
She says, "Well, your problem wasn't with the handling of the seed; it was handling the tree because the tree also lights up. And that's just a knowledge thing."
Oh, did I not see that? I'm sorry. Oh, such a rookie mistake.
So it's just inexperience. Like we've all mishandled some yucca nuts in our time.
No wonder I have been cast out.
Duran snorts openly.
What?
I do not see the comedy about nuts that light up.
The ranch appears to be ill.
No, maybe you should take him aside and practice handling nuts and seeds in trees.
Yes, that's a good idea.
That is how trees grow.
Yes.
Go off. You need some privacy. The rest of us will
Why?
take some time.
Would you not like to learn about my nuts and seeds?
Yucca nuts will just make a glow. Everyone's going to see what we're doing.
Yes. Yes, they will glow.
You two are so cute.
I fail to understand what is cute about proper druidic technique.
Nudge Mercy. They're so perfect for each other.
One true pairing.
How fast do you guys want to go today?
So we wake up in the morning.
Right.
Sun is shining.
Let's check on the weather.
Sun is shining. It is actually extreme heat today after the rain.
Oh no!
man.
Oh,
Humid.
Oh, it's hot.
That's-
What does that do?
You'll find out as the day goes on.
Yikes!
Okay,
let's go
so let me.
Today's hot. So hot.
You will have to. Thank goodness that it rained yesterday because you're gonna have to double your water rations for today.
Okay.
Let me
Okay.
just see if there's something I've got. That
Who's
might be
tracking our
helpful.
water?
Let's go normal.
I assume we didn't lose anything yesterday since we
you
replenished
actually-
our supplies up to maximum.
You actually gained a lot. Like you filled everything up yesterday. So as random happenstances, extreme heat happens. That was the perfect time for it to happen.
Okay. Yeah.
All right.
Would a
Because,
fog
that
cloud
means
offer us any cooling?
Double Dungar is like drinking like 24 gallons himself today.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Okay, so let's just try and keep up the pace. I mean, I know it's hot, everyone, but I think we can power through it. At least it's not raining, and at least we can see clearly. So I say we go normal.
Okay.
I don't know. It's maybe best to pace yourself in this kind of heat, Mercy.
Yes,
Maybe.
we have been making good time so far. And it is good to be careful. The assassin vine showed us that.
And the Allosaurus as well.
The Allosaurus also showed us that, although we did not see
Because the
it.
Allosaurus rolled a 22 on its stealth check.
Jesus.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Stealthy dinosaur.
So okay, well I'm willing to just do whatever. I'm willing to go with what the group wants. So if you guys want to take it a little more slowly, that's fine too.
What would you recommend, Iku?
Iku says, well, I feel as if it's a time thing that I trust you more in the jungle now. And I feel that the sooner we can get to the volcano, the sooner we can get out of the humidity of this jungle. Get to the mountainside and start exploring.
Okay.
What do you think, Durand?
I think we should just take a normal pace today.
All right, let us gamble with our lives once more.
You guys set off in the morning heat. Everything is just uncomfortable at breakfast. Like, the breakfast is good and seasoned, like it's barbecue.
So seasoned.
Super.
Is that chives I'm tasting?
Oh, definitely.
That's amazing. What a marvelous little bag.
I'll say I spent 3 charges at breakfast.
What were the chives? Anything
Chives, definitely some salts.
Lemongrass.
Yeah, why not?
I'm in a Vietnamese food kind of mood.
Is there some barbecue, some roasted velociraptor with lemongrass,
Yeah.
chives, and salt?
Yeah, Mercy just made herself a little bit of pho, put a little bit of dinosaur meat in there to flavor it up. A little bit of lemongrass, yeah.
See,
Well, we can say that we ate our last ration of velociraptor meat if we want.
Yeah, there you go.
All right,
Yeah, the rest
Lots
we
of
used to.
bacon.
Yeah, the rest we used to distract the Allosaurus.
there we go. We're out of.
Let's not
velociraptor
fight
meat.
Allosauruses at level 2. No, that's all I'm saying.
No
All I'm
rations
saying.
used.
Interesting that we prevent the Allosaur from eating us, yet we eat his kin without a thought.
Nature is red in tooth and claw, isn't it?
We will return all of its nutrients to the ground.
It's the circle of
That's
life.
true.
You're talking about poop.
And, life finds a way.
There's nothing funny about poop, Durand.
You said it again.
There's nothing funny about poop.
It's even funnier when you say it.
I don't understand why this is funny.
Why are we talking about
Why
poop?
do you have this fascination with feces?
Yes, why do you talk so much shit?
Zing.
I think you should get a
Travel Penguin, that was
I
all
think you should just get
clever.
a meta inspiration just for that.
Yeah, I will give you inspiration.
Hey, way to go, Tom.
PC's influencing the DM. He's such a kind DM.
We're through the
You say that
fourth wall
now. So it's even the forest seems kind of subdued by the heat. That your usual sound of animals in the background just kind of like lowers down and dims down a bit. That smell of decay and the stagnant water from yesterday just kind of like permeates through the air as everyone it's just an uncomfortable feeling of going through the jungle. I'm gonna need everybody, Dungar included, to make a Constitution save.
Ooh, con save.
And because you all drank your appropriate water, no disadvantage.
Maybe.
18.
You're good.
Oh, not so great.
I got 10, but Dungar got 3.
Ooh.
Rolled a 1.
Wait, can I
8.
give Dungar inspiration?
I'd say it's only for player characters.
Oh,
Unfortunately.
you know my beast speech?
Like a pep talk?
Alethra got 15.
15.
8.
Mercy and Dungar, you feel the heat really take on you. You suffer a level of exhaustion.
Oh, shite.
So you're
Disadvantage on skill checks.
Yep.
Yep.
It's not so bad, but yeah.
Yeah. So, actually, you know what? I'm actually starting to feel like the sweat underneath my armor, and it's starting to like actually really build up and really give my skin a thick sheen. I'm trying to like wring out my armor and trying to let it breathe as much as I can.
Yeah, you just
the chainmail. Yeah.
Yeah, you pour water over the top of your head. It gives like a little bit of relief, but you can actually just see kind of like the armor just like radiating heat
Yeah.
off of
It's
the-
actually starting to leave like slight like heat marks. You see like the chainmail heat marks on my skin.
Yeah.
This is why I only wear leather armor.
And poor Dungar looks like the weight is finally getting to him as he looks like you've never seen a dinosaur perspire before, but he is just covered in sweat.
Come on, buddy, you can
Especially
do it.
because he has cold blooded.
I pat him underneath his chin.
I go on the theory that dinosaurs are warm-blooded.
They were reptiles, though. That would be.
They're closer to birds than they are reptiles.
Yeah, but they vault into birds, but they're originally reptiles.
Mm.
Were they?
I don't think so.
It may have been the wrong thing. Anyway, this is not the dinosaur podcast. Dinosaurs.
Sort of is.
Yeah, it's actually
Dinocast.
Yeah, this is actually Dungeons and Dinosaurs. This is maybe what we call this season.
Yeah, surprise, fuckers!
Dungeons and Dinos.
Yeah, I'm thinking we're going to meet Raymond.
yeah,
Dunga, my friend, you look not well. Is not this heat
So
the
he's-
heat of your home?
It's like, it is hot and I'm carrying a lot.
You are, spiritually and physically.
Do you have any more water I could drink?
Yes. Here, take an extra bit of water from my water skin.
Yeah, the wineskin, like he just sucks that thing back, like it is gone in seconds. He's still kind of like that, just exasperated look, kind of just like his mouth ends are just kind of hanging down. You've never seen a dinosaur look in distress before, but he looks a bit unhappy. And like as you touch him, like he is covered in like this kind of like this mildewy, like
Dewy. Warm, dewy.
yeah. You guys carry on through the afternoon, and again, it is still like the jungle seems to realize that today is a siesta day. So I'm gonna need everyone to give me Constitution checks again.
Oh,
Or
man.
saves.
Shite.
So no disadvantage on it because it's a save.
God damn it!
11.
You're good.
Oh, 10?
You're good.
Oh, thank God.
12 and 13 for Dungar.
Everyone's good.
15, yeah, for me.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank God. I'm sucking ass on these constitution checks.
No, you did enough that
You don't
time.
fail.
Yeah, but still, it was very touch and go there.
Yeah, you notice that with the pace you've pecked up, I can mark down the third hex.
Yeah, we're gonna actually we're at the base of the volcano, actually.
Woo!
Hey, good time, guys.
Or I guess
I
I'm gonna
noticed
get
Dungar
started.
is doing well, and since I can carry so much, I take some of the load off Dungar. Too.
Oh, nice.
Aw.
All right. You're actually almost at the base of the volcano.
Okay, so so that square indicates the
Yeah.
but it looms, I guess, large in the horizon
Yeah,
now.
you can actually see like the plumes of smoke and like the canopy actually starts to open up into like blue sky over top. As you actually start coming into, you notice that the ground goes from more of like a forest floor, like dirt motif to actually kind of like a volcanic dust and sand, like this black obsidian type of coloration to it. It's kind of like a mix between the two.
I have some good news. At this distance, if the volcano erupts, we will not have to run, because death is assured.
Iku says that's very true, and you actually do see like
That's
gases.
good news.
Yes,
It'll be quick.
it will be very quick, painful, extremely painful, but quick.
That's really more medium news, I would argue.
Yeah.
Well, it's all just news.
You guys make it to nighttime, and as the sun becomes to lower down a little bit, just after a whole day of travel, I mean, everyone need one last round of.
All right.
These are flying by now.
Yep.
Woo!
Uh-oh.
Oh, Iku almost failed that one.
13.
13, you're good.
I got 11.
You're good.
Ooh, 21.
You're good.
I got a 17, Dungar got 8.
Oh, no.
Dungar takes another level of exhaustion.
Oh, what's the second level of exhaustion?
Give him a second.
He gets
What's the end of
disadvantage
the
on
day?
attack throws.
No, I think it's half his speed first.
Oh.
But it's the end of the day, so that's fine.
Yeah, he recovers one level per night's rest.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he'll have still the disadvantage on checks.
His speed is halved.
Yeah.
Oh,
Nice.
that's 15 feet.
Okay.
So he's just resting with us now. We got to the place where we are.
Yeah, you're at. It's a good thing that happened at
Okay.
nighttime because
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
would definitely slow you down.
Okay, so I again cast Divine Sense, looking for undead and fiends or celestials within 60-foot radius.
Yeah, it's actually it's not as dense as you are as you're getting closer to the volcano. You get a good sense that there's nothing within 60 feet.
Okay,
of you.
great. I'm totally fine doing that every night before we go to bed.
So he'll gain back one level of exhaustion per day. So
Yeah, so
Dungar will need some
he'll-
serious rest here. to
Yeah,
get
disadvantaged.
himself.
He'll still be
Maybe
disadvantaged. on his
we'll
checks tomorrow.
travel slow tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe travel slow, depending on. I'd like to use Druidcraft, please,
Okay.
and I would like to create a harmless sensory effect that predicts what the weather will be for the next 24 hours.
Nice.
I just rolled it so I can tell you what it's going to be.
So I like one moment. I go like this, wiggle my fingers and little grasses.
That's
and
incredibly
things
handy.
flow up.
That's actually
Yeah.
amazing.
I read a utility druid spell.
What's the weather?
The weather is going to be extreme tropical storm.
Oh shit.
A storm is coming. We should find shelter and consider not moving at all tomorrow.
Yeah, Iku says it's foolish to move during a tropical storm. Like the winds and the rain make it almost impossible to.
Right. Okay.
Can I search
Dungar.
for a cave to hide in?
You give me a survival check.
Survival, nature.
Iku, will you help me?
Of course she will.
Yes, she
Yes.
will.
Of course
Nah, you got this.
Man,
you.
if this was the modern era, someone would have made like a community shipping
11.
video.
Oh, then, yeah, you can't seem to find a good outcropping. Iku says the best thing to do is like the best. There aren't, unless we get higher up the volcano where you can find like natural like caves and outcropping, but you're kind of in like this like lava plain below, so there's not much natural formations because everything just kind of like gets reset every now and then when the lava flows. So she says the best we can do is just hunker down, spend a day, don't move.
Right.
It will be good for Dungar. He looks quite under the weather.
We
Poor
should
Dungar.
We should fill up, and we can fill up the water catchers.
Yeah, you can absolutely fill up your water catchers again.
Yeah, he was keep feeding him so much. Overhydrate, buddy.
Why can't you be a camel?
He's just
Keep
peeing
there.
constantly.
Just leaving trails of
Do I have any spells that would be good here?
Control weather would probably be the best one.
Yeah, I don't have that yet, though.
And control weather is like a level 4 spell.
All right, well, let's settle in then. Who wants to pass the time with some friendly dice?
I mean, I'll play as long as there's no gambling involved.
Well, I mean, you gotta have some kind of stakes, otherwise the game's not worth playing.
As you say that, you kind of hear like the lightning crack over the night sky and like, lights up in that blue. You hear like, that deep rumble. You're not sure if it came from the volcano, from the sky, and then just like that cold, sharp feeling is like the rain just goes.
Can I use my survival skills, or maybe Nate? Can I like build a small lean-to?
That'd be survival, yes.
Survival, okay. 21.
21, yeah. Thankwin actually druid crafts out of the ground like a really nice lean-to that's big enough to hold the group and builds a separate one for Dungar just to keep. Anticipates the direction of the wind and just is your fire is definitely going to go out for the day, but you're somewhat dry from this tropical storm that is just blown through on you.
I'll have. So are we like in the morning now? Or are we still at night?
Well, it's the start of the next day,
Okay.
and which is I've got as day 4.
Okay, so day 4 was the rain day.
Sorry, day 3. So we can, it's pretty much just like a roleplay opportunity. Iku just here tending to the fire, just like, just kind of sitting back, relaxing against the lean-to, just watching the rain come down.
For a while other than the day, I'll ask Iku if she wants to continue. Could you continue to teach me the language of the Chultans?
Yeah, she says, absolutely. This is the perfect time to get some practice. And she starts pointing out like the various things, like trees, lava, volcano, and then starts trying to string them together in sentences for you.
Sweet.
You can understand like the basic grammatic structure of
All right.
of Chultan.
I'm gonna say I'm slightly less broken.
Fenquin, Mercy, or Duran, is there anything you guys want to do during this extreme rainstorm?
Yeah, just try to gamble some money out of these guys. I mean, there's nothing better to do.
If I just pay you 3 silver, will you go away?
Yes!
Here, take it. I have no need for it.
Mercy immediately grabs 3 silver and gives it over to Durant.
Aw, come on, guys. You're not going to get any good if you don't practice.
I'll say in Chult, they're not gonna get any good because you'll cheat.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. You see Iku not accordingly. It's like very good enunciation.
Thank you, Iku. You are a very fine teacher. You are a guide in all kinds of ways.
Iku, can you tell me more about the terrain we are about to encounter that I might prepare for it?
He says we'll be in a mix of jungle and mountain, which means the temperature will change drastically at night. But we also do have to be watching out for natural hazards of the volcano as well. For as long as we stay on around, my guess is that we skirt around the edge of the volcano until we see signs of either civilization or like an old city or something that'll like marker stones or something like that.
That's a good plan. Are there any unique hazards that I should know of?
Lava tubes that could collapse on us. She's actually just clicks in like, oh, that may be a big hazard for Dungar because he'll be putting out the most weight.
So we should try and sound out the ground before we go.
Or stick closer to the base of the volcano as opposed to going further up.
Yes, it's a good idea. Your guidance is invaluable.
She says, and the volcano is still active, so just every now and then it may spurt out pyroclastic flow or lava or gases.
If there's an explosion from the volcano, you should turn towards the volcano, because you'll be able to see the projectiles coming towards you and may step aside.
So
I learned this by watching scrolls about volcanoes.
You see, you say this is very true. There's many active volcanoes in Chult, and there are people who put up establishments next to it, but they've lived around them long enough to understand what to do when a volcano erupts.
It seems like a very dangerous place to build a city.
Well, some people or races build cities because of magical needs or ceremonial needs. Some people worship volcanoes, and so being closer to them could put them closer to their gods.
It's a powerful place, this volcano.
From my readings about Chult, about Hisari back in the day, can I do a history check on what the city of Hisari was like in its ancient times? That's a 15.
15, yeah. You remember big on human sacrifice.
Right.
Big on human sacrifice. And because Yuan Tai are not human, they usually capture their humans alive and then sacrifice them. It's a lot of structures were very kind of Aztec, like pyramids and ziggurats and whatnot. And that a lot of very visual-based culture where a lot of their stories are carved into walls and murals and etc.
Nice.
And that the proximity of Hisari to the volcano is probably a good indication that they may either do some type of sacrifice in the volcano or use the volcano somehow in their ceremonies. Based on your previous knowledge of other Yuan Tai or Yuan Ti around the Sword Coast.
Interesting. I wonder how Rasnisi was able to bargain with the Yuan-Ti of Hisari back those hundreds of years ago.
So it's hard to say. Yuan-Ti are very distrustworthy of anything that's not Yuan-Ti. In fact, they even have their own caste system where there are different sections and subraces Yuan-Ti that are not as respected or honored as others. Like if you were more human-like, you were respected least. She goes through like the different type of Yuan Tai where you have like the pure bloods and then the hybrids. So essentially, you can either be like a full snake person, a half humanoid, like snake, like human body, snake and snake bottom, or a human who just has like a snake-like appearance, like scales and kind of like the snake eyes.
Run the gamut.
Yeah. And that the closer you are to human, the least you are valued in UNT society.
Any snake heads, human legs?
No, not in my knowledge. Just although possible.
Snake from the waist up, human from the waist down.
They're very bendy, though.
Thanksgiving dinners are just terrible.
The kicks are deadly.
Yeah.
Billy, dislocate your jaw before you swallow
more of a kicker.
As you guys make it through the day, the rain subsides by nighttime. You've lost a day of travel, but at least you weren't out walking in this rainstorm.
A long rest?
Yeah. Long rest, recharge. Dungar can lose his last level of exhaustion.
Sweet. And we definitely regain all of our water again.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So that's 2 levels of exhaustion gone from Dungar?
Correct.
Yep. Yeah.
Great.
Which actually worked out perfectly for...
Yeah, what's the weather forecast for tomorrow?
I once again consult the Weather Channel.
Let me know before you do that, because I'll let you know what the role. This is all. It looks like it's going to be like a nice. Usually after a rainfall, bright blue skies.
The Jurassic Weather Channel.
An area of high pressure is moving in from the west, bringing higher than average temperatures, but sunny skies. Great day for the beach.
Back to you, Rod.
Sounds like it'll be a great day in the jungle. I mean, as great as being haunted by various kinds of dinosaurs can be.
All right, Iku just wants to know what pace you guys want to set for.
It's a nice day. I think we should.
We can chance it with another normal one.
Normal?
Or,
I think normal, yeah.
We
I don't
also
think
are
it's-
towards
I
the
don't-
base of the thing.
Yeah.
There might be additional stuff down here.
Yeah.
I feel regular speed would be good.
I think going
Nice
fast
day.
is just always just a bad idea. The -5 is just not a good.
But going slow is sometimes good. But I guess we've been waiting right here long
Yeah.
enough. Let's go normal.
Normal?
But you can also potentially move 2 hexes instead.
That's
of
true.
one.
That's true. It's
So
true.
-5.
-5. It's tough on the perception check.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's just go. Yeah,
It's tough to give
Given
up.
that there's Allosauruses around.
Yeah. now that we're aware that we can be stalked.
It also guarantees that will be at the base of the mountain tomorrow.
Oh, that is good.
All right.
Do it.
Alright, give me your thing and I'll mark you off on the map where you're going. There you go. She went straight line down.
Here we are. We're at the base of the mountain.
So you guys spend the morning. You guys go trek into the jungle. You actually feel refreshed. Everyone, Dungar looks like he's happy. The weather is actually nice.
Good boy.
He looks like he's ready to take on the world again. And he's actually not cutting that distinct trail anymore because the foliage and density has let off. The tree actually has some spots where you can see blue sky, white fluffy clouds.
Right.
If you've ever been down in the Caribbean, the wind just comes in refreshes. You get like a little bit of rain, like the usual daily rainfall, just dropping down, like just effects caused by the jungle. But your water sources are already full. Your food resources are already full. And you guys spend like a nice morning. It's like you see lovely shades, like the animals have picked up after like that horrendous day of heat and the storm day. That the jungle looks like it's had some time to catch up. As you guys go walking forward, let me get Yep. Yeah. All right. As you guys go walking forward, I'm going to need. Let's see.
What's happening?
Another dinosaur.
I'm going to need Mercy and Fenquin give me a dexterity save.
Oh, shit.
Whoa. Use an inspiration on this?
Sure. Go for it.
I'm going to.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, shit.
Well, I got a 5.
I got an 11.
You see Mercy and Fenquin. You hear kind of like the snap and twang as you see something grapple around your feet and you go flying into the air. You're hanging about 15 feet off the ground upside down.
Uh-oh.
I'll consider you guys restrained and grappled as you're upside down.
Okay.
As you kind of hear like this, the jungle sounds kind of die down. You kind of hear like this whirring and chirping. We're going to actually need to roll initiative.
Yikes. Those assassin...
Oh, god dang it.
Mines. Oh, man.
Are we at disadvantage for anything?
Only if you had...
For being restrained and grappled?
Oh, yeah, you will be at disadvantage for initiative.
I rolled terrible for both myself and Hunger.
I also rolled terrible for myself.
Huh? What happened?
I only rolled terrible for one person.
One second, I'm trying to find...
I feel less bad. Didn't somebody give us temporary hit points at one point for something?
that was Tarek, and he is no longer here.
Well, but also...
No.
I have a thing that can do it with my spirit
that's what
thing.
it was. Yeah, your spirit totem or whatever.
Spirit bond.
Spirit bond.
Yeah, that's a short rest thing.
Where did my
Mercy
Mercy
put those
thing go?
All right.
Where'd my Mercy card go?
into their own separate things.
So I feel like if we're at the base of a volcano, it would be not as much dense jungle.
Yeah, it's opened up. You're still in the jungle, but it's not the density that
maybe like the tree line of the jungle is here or something. And the rest of it is like volcanic floor. Or
Yeah, I just imagine more rocks.
yeah.
just rocky surface.
It's
like
more
smoothed over.
It's actually more sandy than it is.
Okay.
Than it's rocky.
Okay.
All right. You are going to be Mercy because I can't find your card right now. All right. These guys will go here.
Okay. Let's see. Get these
Okay.
counters going. What do I have? All right. So cure wounds.
All right. Alethra, what did you get?
I maxed out at 5.
Ooh.
Yeah, I rolled a 2.
Ooh, that's not good.
I mean, it's like so much faster than Vaughn would have been. He would have had a 1.
Fenquin.
I am 7.
Wow, we are really reacting well.
Wait to hear what I have.
Well, he's hanging above the air right now.
Yeah.
Mercy.
6.
Ooh.
Yeah, everybody rolled poorly, it appears.
Yeah, we were rolling so hot yesterday. Or last session.
Yeah.
That was
Well, there you
yesterday.
It's karma, it's balance.
There, Durand.
I got 5 and Dungar got 4.
My con is higher than Duran's con, or my dex rather is higher than Duran's
Okay.
dex.
Yep.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, we got 14.
I have 16.
Don't rogues use dex for...
Oh yeah.
Yep.
What?
Iku rolled a natural 1.
Oh, shit.
Holy crap. We were taken
Okay.
completely by
Well, let's
surprise.
hope this assassin vine doesn't kill us all in its first go.
Right. I'm going to need something for Dungar. Let's do the Velociraptor card. Sorry, what Dungar yet again?
5? You said
Dungar? 4.
4. Ooh, he's going last.
Oh god. Well, he's a big slow dinosaur. So
Okay. So, what you see, I'm going to get out my markers.
Yeah, here it is.
so this is the path we were carving up to here, I
Yeah.
guess.
You're not really carving a path anymore because you're just
Okay.
like walking through the jungle.
All right.
I guess Iko's probably behind him as well.
Yeah, maybe beside, like helping the guide, walking alongside.
Yeah, sure. I'll put Iko.
Bush there. Bush there.
Difficult terrain, or
Tree there. Tree there. And we'll say, so it was Mercy.
yeah. Oh no,
That's-
that's yep.
Put you like
Oh,
that.
okay.
And Franklin
Right,
like
right,
that
right.
because you are 15 feet
Okay.
above the ground.
We'll have to.
Maybe closer to the trees. I don't know.
The dice box.
Oh, nice boxes.
Okay. Oh, okay.
the-
Right.
The crosses are trees.
That's fine. We should really get those like
Flying
height
bases.
stands. Yeah.
Oh, I'm well aware. I'm waiting for them to go on sale again.
Yeah.
Yeah, dice boxes, you know. They can do with what we have.
Where are my... Ooh, yeah. Two.
Hero Forge, if you're listening, the white plastic is really cool. I'm a really big fan of the white plastic.
Still want to paint it. Get some paint.
Yeah, I wish I could paint, but I just don't. I don't have the ability to paint. So.
You know who can? I know who's a good guide. I bet is one John Robertson,
Yeah.
noted painter of minis.
Insect Tyranid minis.
Tyranids, yeah.
He has no flesh. He's made it very clear he has no flesh colors for humans.
Yeah, I've not drawn a human or painted a human
Fair
in a
enough.
long time.
Let's paint my shield.
Although aside my Walking Dead
There you go.
board game that I kickstarted is coming in soon. So if you need like minis for zombies, I will have like 125 of them.
Well, here's some
They're-
zombie-looking creatures, but they are probably not zombies.
They're not zombies. They are actually small little frog creatures.
Oh, interesting.
Okay. Oh man.
Frog creatures.
Little frog humanoids. You see them all up in the trees. Do that. Do that. Do that.
Am I grappled by a creature or by just a rope?
By a vine.
By a vine.
Very simple. You stepped in a loop and it grabbed around your ankles and
Yeah.
flew you upside down.
Mm.
And he would be
Can't
right,
tell if it's a...
Oh goodness.
right there. So they all appear to be green. They all appear to be wearing basic kind of reed wood bamboo armor, except for the one frog, and they all appear to be like almost like spider walking on the side of the trees. Except for the one frog, the one grung looks to be quite orange in its coloration.
What happened to our
With the
bottle
rings.
caps? Yeah.
Oh,
you know,
I've got
the,
that
effect,
bag.
the status effect. Bottle caps.
In here somewhere. It's in the box there.
There we go. That was very helpful at times.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, so the orange grung is going to pull its has its short bow out and going to attack once. And is going to hit Fenquin.
Okay.
Wait!
That's probably not done.
That is, oh my goodness. That's a plus 13 to hit.
Oh,
Or sorry, it's not 13 to hit, sorry.
Yeah, it beats me
All right.
Oh, really?
Tracy's lower than 13?
11. Yeah.
Wow.
You have
Okay.
no armor on?
You were
I have
taking
some like leather armor, I thought.
You should be at least. What's your dexterity? Oh yeah, it's 0. Never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 11.
You were taking 9 points of piercing damage as you see a green arrow sink into
Green arrow.
your hip. Give me a Constitution save, please.
12.
Oh, you take half of this,
Ugh.
which is 2 poison.
Oh, God. Oh, shit.
Half of 2 or 2 poison?
2 poison total.
Okay.
As you hear kind of like this word, like the other
Down to
grungs
5.
Okay, yikes.
are going to open fire 2 on Mercy.
Okay.
That is a 19.
Oh, that's a hit.
And
Jesus.
that is an 18.
That's both his. Shit. Are you sure you're not misdoing the...
They only get one attack each.
Okay.
Those were natural 18s and 19s, by the way. So that... Oh, it's only a D... Perfect. So that is 10 points of damage in total.
Oh, jeez.
Give me a Constitution save, please.
Practically
Twice.
bloodied. All right. 21 and 22.
Oh, yeah, easily. In total, the 2 poison damages, 2 poison as well.
Oh, Jesus. Sorry, what was the first again? You said 12, right?
You 10 damage, and now it's
Right,
12 damage in
10.
total.
Okay. Oh, all right. I'm down at less than bloodied already.
3 grungs are going to hit Dungar. Ooh, that's a natural 20. That is an 11 and a 14.
Jesus. Damage?
No, to hit.
Oh, okay.
Hit.
Whew, okay. His AC's 15.
Okay, so
Just a crit.
just a crit.
Oh, it's not too bad. But still.
That's really low. That is 6 points of damages.
Dungar laughs.
Give me a Constitution save for Dungar, please.
10.
10. That's a fail.
Crap.
That's 5, 6, 8 poison damage.
Ooh, ouch. More poison than anything else.
Yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then the last 3 are going to fire at Iku. And they all miss. 17, 17, and a 6.
Oh my god. Her AC
She just like
15.
spits her staff, knocking arrows out of the air. Sweet.
She's like, Grungs, watch out for the poison, she says.
Grungs?
Grungs.
What are these things of the Iku?
She's like, they're frog people. They're cannibalistic and quite aggressive. Fenquin, it is your turn. You are suspended upside down 15 feet. And you have an arrow sticking in your hip.
I think I should cure my wounds.
Yeah, you can do that.
Just cure myself and then try and get out next turn. But they're going to just keep shooting me. But I would die. Maybe I can turn into a beast. How thick is the vine?
It's just like a standard vine. Like, it'd be easy to cut, no problem.
Would it like break if I turned into something quite large?
Yeah, in theory.
You will break off.
Then first I'll do my spirit bond.
Okay.
Because that's a bonus action.
It is a bonus action.
And I will plonk it down. It's within 30 feet. So...
Here,
1,
get a
2,
dice for
3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so if I cast it like right next to me there.
Perfect.
There.
Some extra die there somewhere. There you go.
So
you see that little Chewinga come up and begins to channel some magical.
I will do the bear.
So
Everyone gets hit equal to 5 plus 2.
7. 7 temporary hit points. All right.
Everybody gets 7 7?
yeah, including Dungar
Sweet.
and Iku.
Ooh, nice.
I think it's up to
6
all your allies.
You and your allies who are in the aura when the
Yeah.
spirit appears.
Yeah,
So it's
there's
no
actually
limit.
no there's no like limit of creatures.
Yeah,
It's just
nice.
anyone that you
It's really
are
nice,
allied to.
Also, we get advantage on strength
Strength
checks and
checks,
strength saving throws while in the aura.
Nice.
Sure
Nice.
do.
Okay. So having done that, now I transform myself into...
You could do an escape DC or like an athletics escape check to
Oh.
get out as well.
And that'll just...
You would be at disadvantage though because you are restrained from the vine trap.
But it would be...
Athletics.
Is that strength?
Or athletics or acrobatics.
Acrobatics.
But I have...
Advantage, so just be a
advantage, just a regular roll.
Just a regular
That's
roll.
+1 versus +0. Well, I was thinking I could change into an animal whose foot would fall out of the thing.
That works too. Yeah.
Ah.
And then I'll also be an animal, which is
Turn
fun.
into something smaller?
Yeah, so I will transform myself into... What do I need so far? Panthers were pretty good.
Ooh, there's a panther.
To deep Rothe. Oh, can I charge? Well, that's like a cow thing, though. That'll be too big.
Being a panther might be smart because they are like up on trees
Yeah, they're
right
all
now.
they're all up in the trees right now.
Also, do I like... if I fall, do I get any kind of bonus from falling if I'm a panther?
I don't think so. If they have safe fall, then you take half the
Panthers
damage.
can't. They can
No.
climb a tree.
Okay. How much damage will I take from 15 feet?
D6.
Ooh, that's a lot of hit points for a panther.
For level 2, yeah.
You give your temporary hit points though.
Yeah, that's true.
As a panther, even.
Oh, I get those as a... So
Yeah.
Oh, so I'll just lose my temporary hit points.
In theory, I could roll low too.
But you're a cat. Wouldn't you just land on your feet?
What eats frogs?
Birds?
Birds, bigger frogs,
I think I'll go for panther. I'm in the
velociraptors.
jungle.
Velociraptor. A drake.
All right, make a choice.
Panther.
Make
I'm a
choice.
panther. I turn into a panther, and my leg slips out, and I fall to the floor
Give me an acrobatics check.
as a panther.
Yeah.
The panther gives you an acrobatics check
He's
here.
got to have a better dex than yours.
He does +2.
Nice.
Oh wait, wrong.
He's good.
14.
So yeah, you have the damage, but I rolled a 1, so you're taking 0 damage as you land.
Hey.
Nice.
Oh,
He
no,
did
at least
indeed
one.
land on his feet.
Oh wait, actually, can I do that? Because that was a bonus. Is that a bonus?
Bonus,
action?
you did your spirit
Yeah.
totem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're totally
So wait, changing wild shape
It's an action.
is an action. Okay, great. So there we go.
You're good.
But I can also move now.
You can move.
Yes.
You can move if you want.
As a panther, I have
be
to
30 feet.
20 feet straight towards a creature and hit it with a claw attack. So I'm going to move. I'm going to get ready to move back 2 steps.
Okay. Mercy.
Mercy. All right.
Hanging upside down.
So I don't even know if these things speak common, but at first Mercy yells out, what do they call it again?
Grungs.
Grungs. I don't know if you can understand me, but if you can, we're not people you want to mess with. I give you this one chance to back away and slink back into the jungle.
You hear kind of like this aggressive churring and warping. You don't know if your words sank in or not.
Okay. So for my action, I'm going to... Is that a bonus or is it a...
Which?
Lay on hands. That's an
That's
action.
That's an action.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going for my bonus. I'm gonna turn on Thunderous Smite.
Okay.
Okay. And then what could I do? Could I maybe try and cut myself out of the vines?
Yeah, you can cut yourself out. You can
But then
try
I would-
an athletics escape. You can try and swing around. It's pretty much whatever you want to do.
Right.
Just know that gravity is in
Right.
full effect.
Grab. So I'll take a D6, but I have 7 temporary hit points. Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna try and maybe cut myself out. If possible.
That'll be your action, and you
Okay.
just like slice it down. Give me an acrobatics check.
Acrobatics check. Ooh, this is probably not going to go well. 8.
8, you land, boom, prone, you take 3 points of blood damage.
All right. Ow. 4 points. All right.
So you're down to 4 temporary hit points.
All right. So I've used 1 slot because I've got Thunderous Smite cast.
That's a bonus, eh?
That's a bonus action. Yeah. And okay, So whoever's next.
All right, Iku is up next. You see her run up the side of the tree, and it looks like the ones with 2 on the side. It looks like she is sticking to that just fine.
Yeah.
Are these things immune to poison? They are. So her little breath thing won't do anything.
And she probably knows that.
Takes a swing at it, hits with a 22. Oh. Ooh.
Wait, are these guys up in a tree?
Yeah.
Yeah,
How far up in the tree are they?
20 feet.
Oh, I would.
So she just ran straight up the tree and clocked the guy?
Ran straight up the tree and clocked the guy for 6 points. Kaboom. Right in the face.
Can I wouldn't have moved back then.
Yeah, you can reset if you didn't.
Okay, I'll be there.
Sorry, I thought I made it clear they're all up in the
Sorry, I didn't
on the
hear that.
benches. Alethra.
They're not
Sweet.
on little things.
This is actually great. So Alethra will move towards this tree and begin climbing up using her slippers of spider climbing.
Nice.
So she gets
You just walk up the tree.
yeah. So I like run up the tree. So I am adjacent to these guys.
Yeah, just put yourself right up. Like
Yeah, so I was playing like
the
that.
Grungs look surprised. Like, whoa. Humans don't do this.
To the first one here, I will do my shield bash.
Yep.
That's my athletics check is 25.
So it's a strength save or a dex
Right.
save?
No, it's a tested athletics or acrobatics roll for you. So you have to be 25.
I don't think they can do that. Nope, they cannot.
All right. So I knock one of them prone.
Which means you knock them off the
Sweet.
tree.
So they fall.
Take 7 points of damage.
Nice.
Gunk.
I'll then swing at the next one.
Okay.
With my short sword, or my long sword rather. Oh, I rolled a 19.
Nice.
So that's 25 to hit.
Yeah, that's a total hit.
And I will do almost max damage. That is 11 points of damage.
You skewer it through the gut as it just falls dead, and then just kind of like ragdolls and falls down to the forest floor dead.
You're like Aquaman, just like riding it
down to the ground.
Anything else?
That is literally all the things I can do. Pretty sweet move.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah. So Lethra sees Mercy fall down, runs up the tree, extends her arm, knocking one to the side, falling down, and then with her other arm sweeps across the other way and skewers the grung.
Durand.
Sweet. All right, Duran's going to fire at this one here, adjacent to Iku.
Yeah.
So that will allow me to use sneak attack if I hit him.
That's the one that took the earlier hit.
No, I'm shooting at the one that has not been touched.
Okay.
Crit!
Boom!
Ooh, damn,
double
so that means I get to
damage.
double my
Sneak
sneak attack
Oh
as
my
well,
God.
right?
Oh, this is gonna hurt.
So that's 2d8 and 2d6.
That's pretty good for level 2.
Rogues!
Rogues is someone to stand next to the enemy.
Oh, actually, I could have done one other thing. I could
8.
do an action surge. But...
10, 16, plus 5 is 21, plus my dex mod is 23 damage.
You send it right through the amphibious head of the grung, as you see kind of like that Steve Martin tail, arrow tail on one side, arrow head on the other, as it just falls boom, again.
Its eyes cross and its head rolls.
Thunk. You got that meaty, kind of like a Ziploc bag full of water just like hitting the ground.
Alright, then as a bonus action, I'm going to hide among the packs on Dungar's back.
Okay.
Not so great. That's 10.
They all.
Pretty sure they know exactly where I am.
hiding.
What is that dinosaur?
Don't look at me.
They've also got like a direct line of sight down
Yeah,
to
down.
on top.
I didn't dig myself in deep enough.
Actually, just pointing right at you. All
You're
of
right
them.
there. Dungar is up.
So wait, one of these is dead, right?
Yes.
This one?
Dungar.
Alright, as I unsuccessfully attempt to hide, I yell to Dungar, Dungar, move forward, smash that tree, knock them down.
Yes.
All right, do
I
it.
translate.
So he's
That's
going to
exactly what I
here.
would have tried.
and
to
he's
do.
going to tail attack the tree.
I'd say athletics check if he wants to like shoulder check it and like give like a good.
Oh, so he gets advantage. Alright.
All right.
I strike this plus 4. Unfortunately, I rolled a 5 and a 6, so that's 10.
You see it, boom! You see, and actually, some like the leaves and vines fall off. You do notice that the frogs are actually stuck
Oh,
to the tree.
interesting.
Well, you still knock over the tree, and if the tree falls, then they'll take damage from that fall.
I say, yeah, you put a couple of cracks and creaks in the tree.
Yeah.
It looks pretty thick though. The orange grung is going to go. You see him do a standing front flip
What?
and lands right there.
Sick.
Pulls out his longsword, and I'm going to need a wisdom save from Dungar, Fenquin, Mercy,
Oh shit!
Wisdom
Durand.
save?
Wisdom save, yeah.
And I use my wisdom of that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alethra and Iku are out of range.
Oh god damn.
13.
13,
6.
6.
I got 11.
Oh,
Dungar
14.
got
14, sorry.
21.
Dungar and
14.
Fenquin save. He lets out this high-pitched whir. You feel kind of like mesmerized by it, but you're stunned until the start of your next
Oh
turn.
man.
Ooh.
I'm stunned?
Yeah.
Dang.
Or to the start of your next turn?
Start
Start
your
of
next-
his next turn, right?
Of his next turn or your next turn?
until the end of his of his next turn.
Okay, that makes me more sense.
Yeah.
Okay. Damn.
All right. The Grungs is that one Grung's going to pull out a small dagger and take a stab at you, Alethra.
I'm gonna try it, baby.
Was it this one that did that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
It got a 15 versus.
He's
you.
like that. He's the
Nope.
elite.
Alethra dodges over, uses her shield to parry.
Yeah. And he's going to use his standing leap, which means you don't get an attack of opportunity.
Fair enough.
2, 3, 4, and he's going to jump right down on the ground. Kaboosh.
All right.
This guy is going to stand up and jump over and
Oh, I
hop.
thought he was dead.
No, he fell prone.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
But he sees you, and he's going to pull out his dagger
Right.
and stab at you.
With
Mercy.
advantage?
Right.
Is your problem?
That is a 16 versus AC.
Push.
Push for D4 is 4 points of
Oh.
piercing.
That's the rest of my my temporary.
Give me a Constitution save, please.
Oh boy. Ooh, that's a 6. That's only 9. No, 8. Yeah, 9.
You take 6 points of poison damage.
Fuck.
You also feel this compulsion come over you. You cannot move from your spot except to climb or make standing jumps in space.
Right. Okay. I'm down to
Can
4
he
hit
stand
points.
up?
He can stand up. He just can't move from his space unless he's going to climb or standing
Yeah,
jump.
you're stunned. Though you can't use your. He could have used his reaction, you think, but you can't do that anymore.
Finquin, you are stunned.
I'm not stunned. I passed.
No, he
Oh, you
passed.
passed, right?
I'm
sorry.
yeah.
Right.
Okay, so if I have a trait, can I use my trait as an animal?
I think so.
Yeah, I think so. Where's my, let's see, wild shape traits. I was trying to look it up here.
Sorry, how much poison damage?
Oh yeah, I retain any benefits, features from my class.
Six poison.
Thank you.
So, one of my traits is Hidden Step, which is that I can, as a bonus action, I can magically turn invisible. Is that casting a spell, or is that just...
That's just using your thing. Yeah, it's a bonus action.
So as the panther winks out of existence,
Kaboosh.
turns transparent. Here's what happens. I start running this way, and I'm gonna tear up the tree towards those froggy guys, and then I hear that horrible screech and see my friends stunned, and so like with a 1, 2, I turn invisible, and then like in invisibility turn dash this way, and then charge 3, 4, and then leap at this person, attack them unbeknownst from invisibility with a pounce.
You get advantage on the attack because you are invisible.
So, and I'm pouncing, so if the panther moves at least 20 foot straight towards a creature and hits it with a claw attack on the same turn, that target must succeed on a DC 12 strength saving throw or be knocked prone.
Gotcha.
Oh, I can't use... I turned invisible, though. Oh, well, I get advantage. I can't use my bonus action to attack again, but...
20. Yeah.
Nice.
So that was the claw attack.
Yeah.
So claw attack plus 4 to hit. Okay.
It doesn't matter, but yeah.
Hit 1d4 plus 2.
So you get 2d4.
2d... d4 plus 2. That's it. Oh, oops.
Oh, that's only a panther.
Yeah, well...
Hey man, Velociraptors were 2d4.
Yeah.
Oh, 4.
Snake eyes.
Plus your dexterity, or plus the...
Oh, plus dex?
Yeah. So...
Plus 2. Yeah, so 2 plus 2 is 4.
Yeah, 4.
Yeah.
Alright.
And he has to make a DC 12 strength saving throw or be
You're
knocked
not
prone.
prone.
Where's the
He gets a 6. And it's knocked, boom, as he surprised this orange growth.
Now, I could, if I hadn't turned invisible, I could use a bite action as a bonus attack. But I wouldn't have had the crit, but I also rolled terribly, so it doesn't matter.
Mercy. It's
so
your
I'm
turn,
stunned.
but you are stunned.
I only get 1 action. I'm kind of thinking of doing a lay on hands on myself.
No, you get no action.
You get no
Oh,
actions.
no action.
That's fine.
Shoot.
Yeah, you just skip your turn.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I can't even stand up, can I? Yeah.
No.
Okay, no turn. Yeah. All right.
It is Iku's turn. She's going to hit that one last run.
I'm down to 4 hit points, by the way.
Iku gets a crit.
Oh, shit.
I could have gotten over it. Well, I'll try and heal you next turn.
And that grung
Well, you're in
falls
a
to the
panther
ground.
state.
Yeah, I mean,
You're in a
Iku
panther
cleared
state,
that
so you
tree.
can't heal me.
Oh, yeah, I'd have to unpanther.
Yeah.
I could do
She
that, though.
is going to use her move action.
Okay.
She's going to jump to the next tree over. As you see her land against the tree and
Not over to Mercy? To heal her?
fine.
Well, Iku is not totally happy with me right now.
Alethra, you are up.
All right. Yikes. Okay, yeah. So, I'll run down the tree. I will attempt to shield bash the Grung that's hanging over Mercy. That is a 21. You got to beat on a dex or athletics check.
On the dex, got a 19.
All right, he is knocked prone. I get advantage on the attack roll. Oh, fuck me. It's only an 11
Ooh.
to hit.
To hit. 1 second. That is a miss, unfortunately.
Yeah, yikes.
Dodges out of the way.
Boo!
That's still on the ground.
Still
Did
on
you
the
jump off
ground.
the tree?
No, I ran down the tree.
Ran down the tree, right.
Yeah, because I can
Gotcha.
climb. Fuck me. You know what? I will use my action surge and attack again. Oh my god! I rolled even lower. Oh my god!
You see this thing rolling around. Looks like it's quite skilled.
Oh, I rolled a 2 and
hang
a
on
1
those slippers.
with advantage. That sucks.
Duran, you are up. You
I'm
are
stunned.
stunned.
My turn is
It's
over.
now Dungar's turn.
Dungar is, I guess, can he tail attack something that's in that tree?
Well, they're 20 feet up, so I don't think he can reach.
No. Okay, so then he will attack the tree itself again.
All right, give me an attack roll.
Attack roll or strength check?
Strength attack was just to see if you can knock them off. If you actually want to physically attack the tree, yeah, you could like
Ankle sword.
Yeah.
Cut it down?
Yeah, he has. If they're only 20 feet up, would he not have the reach on that?
No, he doesn't have a 20-foot reach.
Okay.
How tall is he, though?
He's 3 squares up.
He's 15
No,
feet up.
he's an ankylosaurus, so he's low to the ground.
He's low to the ground.
He's not like-
flat.
He's like maybe 5 feet tall in terms
Well,
of
no,
height.
he's probably more like 10
He
feet.
covers more surface area. than-
Sure. Okay.
Okay,
fair
so
enough,
say he's
fair enough.
2 up.
Yeah, we're just gonna have him like attack the tree itself.
Yeah.
So tail smash against the tree. I don't know what the tree's AC is, but he got a 21.
That's a hit.
Okay.
So double damage versus this, because it counts as a crit.
Yep.
Which makes
Stationary
Siege Monster
weapons.
really good.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, so
Yeah.
that's 8d4. Oh my god.
86.
86, right. Okay, 7 plus 5 is 12. Plus 10 is 22. Plus 6 is 28.
28. Boosh. Is that doubled yet, or
That was double. That was 8 times.
Okay.
Right?
boom? He puts a serious dent in that tree. You can actually hear kind of the wood creak, crack a little bit. All right. The orange grung is going to stand up.
I don't think the panther gets the temporary hit points because the panther wasn't in the aura at the time it was cast.
It's
No,
still,
but
still
you.
you.
It's still you.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
so
still
if
you.
I lose the points here, I also lose them as...
Yes.
Yeah.
The temporary hit
Yeah,
points
yeah,
just apply to
Yeah,
you.
they just go away first, and then you will lose your panther, then you go back to what you were before.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah, the panther is just more temporary hit points for you.
Yeah.
Really.
yeah, he's going to do that. That recharges, but he's going to do this instead. The orange grung pulls out his short sword and is going to attack you.
The panther?
Throw your
Are you
heart
still-
away,
are you
Ricky
still
Bobby.
invisible?
Can't. There's a cougar on me.
I attacked from invisibility.
Does it go away when you attack, or
Oh, it
last
does.
to
Yeah.
your-
No. Yeah. When I cause damage, it disappears.
Okay,
So that's a 22 versus AC.
That's a hit.
that's definitely
I think.
panther.
Panther's armor class is 12.
That is 7
yours.
slashing damage.
Ooh.
And give me
all
a
the
Constitution
temporary
save, please.
Like 10 hit points.
-7. Okay. Constitution save as the panther.
As the panther.
20.
Nice.
Natural 20.
All right, so
Yeah.
you take half this damage.
No.
That is 5, so that's 2 poison damage.
Okay.
And that is all it can do. The grungs, who I didn't have all of them go first last go. So the 3 up in the tree are going to arrow away at Fenquin.
Yikes.
That is an 18, a 13, and a 13.
That's all hits.
Oh, three hits.
Panther's going down.
That's alright. How many hit points does it have?
11 left.
11.
4 is 8, and another 4 is 12.
Oh, so that panther dies and disappears?
And you take 1 hit point as well.
Yep.
I do. Oh, it rolls over.
Yeah, it rolls
Yeah,
over.
rolls over. I'm going to need 3 Constitution saves, please.
Did the panther take any of those constitution saves?
If there's any left at the first one, then yes. It was
Yeah.
Each hit was 4.
Yeah, so the panther has 2 of those.
Okay, so 2 Constitution save as the Panther, please.
Okay, so 14,
That's a pass.
16.
That's a pass. So you take 2 points for both of them.
Yeah.
2 points poison damage.
So I get those roll over, and I have now 3 points of damage here as Fenkin.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I'm really rolling real low on my
Uh-oh.
poisons
Then
today.
you get to do one more
One more Constitution save, please.
Oh, I gotta save it here.
Nice.
19.
Yep. So you take 0 poison damage.
2 hit points left.
Oh my gosh. Yikes.
That was them. This grung is going to stand up
Oh, shy.
and is going to do its standing leap and backflip
Oh, god damn it.
out there, and is going to take a shot
This is an
at
attack of opportunity?
not as it
Oh.
uses its
Not
leap.
because of its leap.
Is it attacking?
It's attacking you, Alethra, because you knocked it down.
Sure.
That is a 23 versus AC.
That will hit my AC.
That would hit us at level 19.
That is
Probably.
8 points of piercing damage.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to need a Constitution save, please.
17.
That's a save. You are taking 7 points, so half of that is 3 points of poison.
Alright.
So another small arrow tucks in.
Ouch.
And the other grung is also going to shoot at you. That is 15 versus AC.
That is a miss.
Just deflects off the shield. And the 2 are going to try and attack Iku, realizing that they have no effect on her. No, she's not immune to poison. Right, so they are going to try and hit her. They both hit. Let's see. For 6 and 5, it's 11. You are.
you're
Goes Fenquin's on deck, and then you're after Fenquin.
Okay.
Let's do. Oh god, she failed her Constitution save. She absolutely did.
Oh no.
And she's not resistant or immune to poison. So she's actually taking her first damage for the first time ever. And she looks mesmerized as she looks like she's stuck in place. She can only climb or stand in. Or
she's got that weird thing going on.
Yeah. So she is done. Fenquin, your turn.
Okay, so I cast Cure Wounds on myself.
Okay.
Dunk. So I get D8 plus my spell casting. My D8 are going there. I can't cast. Oh yeah, I'm not a panther anymore, right?
Not a panther anymore.
Yeah. Okay, great. So spell casting modifier is where did I have that?
It's your wisdom.
Is my wisdom?
Yeah.
Okay, so +3.
D8 +3.
6
Channel some energy back into you.
+6 health points, which is great. Now I will wild shape again.
Is that an action or a bonus?
Bonus. Oh, that's an action. You're right. That's an action. Yeah. That's the other one that's a bonus. Okay, I can't do that. Then I will. What can I do as a bonus action?
I don't think you have any cantrips as a bonus. You might not be able to do anything.
Oh, magic stone. I could load up my sling.
You can't. That's a casting another spell, which you can't do.
Even that's a bonus action?
Yeah, because you've already casted one spell this round.
Well, actually, cantrips don't count as spells. So
base magic stone a cantrip?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it?
So in theory, if you can cast like a level spell as an action.
Oh yeah. So you can totally do that then.
But I wouldn't do that because I'm not gonna move away. Well, yeah, I'll just hold my bonus action, or not have a bonus action, I guess.
Right. It is Iku's turn.
What about me?
Oh, sorry. You're right. Mercy.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, first of all, get up.
Is that a condition where Mercy can't move still happening?
Yes.
Okay. I thought it was only until the end of his turn next turn.
No, that was the stun.
Oh, so you should have saved against the poison, sorry.
Oh, at the end of last turn.
Yeah.
So let's see if you saved last turn.
Yeah, give me a constitution save to see if you saved against the last go.
Oh, I thought I did that.
No, you didn't.
No.
14.
Yeah, you shake it off.
Okay, so
15.
Now you can do whatever you want.
Okay.
So half movement, though, for standing.
Half movement for standing. Okay.
You can get to any of these guys, though.
Yeah.
Well, not
okay, so I'm gonna need to heal after this, but yeah. So Mercy, seeing the kind of the bigger or what's it called? Grung.
Grung.
Yeah, with the short sword, immediately runs up and kind of like does a slide and gets into range. So it's like a sliding in with the glaive, and I'm gonna try and hit. That's not good. 6. 11 versus AC.
You see him turn around, actually showing some martial prowess, parries off your...
shite. Alright. Bonus action. Do I have a...
You can use your bonus to attack again.
With what? Oh, yeah, my... Right. Okay. Yeah, well, actually, yeah. And then I'll still be able to use my my Thunderous Smite from it. Okay. That's 20. No, 22 versus AC.
That is a hit.
Okay, so that's D4.
D4.
But I'm also going to use my activate my Thunderous Smite for the first time I successfully hit with my melee weapon.
Yep.
And add 2d6 to this.
Ooh, nice.
And it's going to sound off within a 300-foot radius.
Yeah, that's going to make a real big noise. Yeah.
Oh. Okay, so 9 plus another 4 is 13.
13. Woo! So you hear kaboom! As like the leaves kind of shake, everyone kind of feels the ground rumble underneath them. Does he have to do a strength saving throw or get knocked out?
Yep. Yeah. Succeed on a strength saving throw, will be pushed 10 feet away.
He got a 16.
All right, so he's not. He is not.
Okay, but he still takes the damage.
Yeah.
9. Boosh. Ouch. Okay, after that is Iku. She actually is going to try and... Oh, I should have moved those grungs away.
Also need healing.
I will do that. They're going to jump from that tree over to that tree.
Okay.
It's part of the last move because they didn't want to get hit again. Iku's going to try and shake off the poison. Actually, no, she's got lesser restoration. She's going to cure herself of poison.
Okay.
And be good for that.
Iku, just do something. I need help.
Alethra. All right, Iku hears you. Actually, if you say that, she's going to jump and land adjacent to you.
Oh, nice.
Oh, yeah.
It's like there?
Right.
Sure.
Glides down gracefully.
Sweet. Which means I will move into between everybody. So I'm occupying the same space as the bear sphere, which I believe I can do. It's
just an aura. It's a glowing ring. There's not actually a thing in the middle there. That's just...
Incorporeal. I just like to add it for flavor.
Yeah. So Alethra stands kind of like back to the bear. We'll try to do her shield bash against the special Grung.
Yep.
You feel hungry for salmon.
Oh, it's a 26.
Oh, that's a hit.
It's a crit.
No. That's the push. That's the push. Yeah, it has to be 26. Yeah, it's shield bash.
I can use dexterity on this, though, right?
You can use dexterity on this.
It's possible. That's a critical one.
Sweet. All right, so knocked prone.
Boosh.
Get advantage on this attack. Oh, there we go. That's 25 to hit.
That's a super hit.
And that is 7 damages.
7 damages. Just stick him in.
And nope, that's all the things I can do.
Durand.
All right, Durand shakes off the stun from the previous round, braces the crossbow on some of the cargo that we're carrying, and is going to fire at. Let's see. There's nobody who's adjacent to my actual opponents except for the guy on the ground, which will give me disadvantage. Mm-hmm. Sucks. Way to go, Alethra.
That's what I do.
All right, so tell you what, I'll hide first as a bonus action. So I'll try to actually dig myself in and hide properly.
Your hide will work against people on the ground, not on the people on the tree.
23.
23 is definite a hide.
Okay, so then I'm going to shoot this guy.
Perfect.
What? If I shoot the one on the ground, I get disadvantage. All right, I'll fire at number 6. Let's see, 16.
16 is a hit.
All right, so I get sneak attack. 8 and 6. Let's roll 2 ones. No. I did 4 damage.
Oh, it takes a hit. Cold. Yeah, it looks at you, and you can see all kind of like this fiery fury in its eyes. It knows.
This one?
Yeah.
All right. So I wave at it. Hi.
Dungar is up.
All right, Dungar is going to turn his attention to the ones that fled. He's going to walk over here, and then he's going to try to smack that one.
All right.
He gets advantage on the guy on the ground.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, screw that. Dungar turns around and whips his tail down, trying to smash that guy who's lying prone on the ground.
Rolling.
And that's a 19 plus 7, 26.
That's a hit.
4d6 bludgeoning. 10 plus 4 is 14 plus 4 is 18.
18 damage. Oosh.
Smush.
Because it's Dungar's natural weapon, I'll need to make a constitution save as he makes contact with the poison on the skin.
Oh, he has poisonous skin, eh? Constitution save of 10.
He fails. Does not take any damage, but he's now frightened of all allies and must make an immediate dash to get away from everybody.
Frightened of his allies?
He's already used his action.
It's his move action.
Oh, his move action.
He now has to use his move.
So he only moved like 10 feet, so he's got another 20 feet, yeah.
So I guess over that way.
So, okay, if he was here, that's 5, 10, 15, 20.
Yeah.
Whoa, where are you going, buddy?
He looks freaked out.
Oh, you're still on.
I'm still on it, yeah.
Yeah.
The orange Grung's turn. He's going to let out another whir. I'm going to need everybody this time minus...
Durand and Dungar?
Yeah, they're within 20?
No. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah.
Nope.
No, just out. So everyone minus Durand and Dungar. Give me a wisdom save,
This is
please.
not one of my good ones. Oh, that is one of my good ones.
Oh, nice.
Equal succeeds.
20.
20. Fenquin?
Sorry, what was it?
Wisdom save.
13.
13 is success.
And 20.
20 is also a success.
Yeah,
He can also save. So he sees that. He's going to kip up and then use his remaining movement to go 1, 2.
Attack opportunity.
Yeah, he's jumping now.
He can, but he already uses half his movement. He can still jump. To stand up, he has to use half his movement.
Yeah. And he jumps 20 feet up into a tree.
For his,
and the tree is 15 feet away.
He gets 25 feet of jumps. So
The tree's already 15 feet away, and if he's going 20 feet up, he
So
can get halfway up the tree.
He'll land. Yeah, he'll land halfway up the tree.
10 feet up? Okay, he's 10 feet up the tree.
Yeah, he's 10 feet up the tree. So
That is it for him.
Dang it.
The 3 grungs in the tree will open fire on Fenquin, Alethra, and Mercy. 1 each.
Ooh.
So on Fenquin is 6 versus AC.
Miss. Finally.
Mercy is a natural 1.
woohoo!
And on Alethra is a 21.
Oh,
That will hit my AC.
What's their
got
range?
through your.
It's like 8,200, something like that.
Wow.
The short bows. So that is 7 piercing damage. And give me a Constitution saving throw, please. Poison's abound.
My con save there is 17.
You are good, so that's 3 poison damage.
So, as of 9. Ooh, jeez, okay. I'm looking
Okay.
a little rough, too.
Those 2 in the tree are going to fire on... One's going to fire on Duran and one's going to fire on Fenquin. On Duran is an 18 versus AC.
Oh, yeah.
And on Fenquin is a natural 20.
Oh, Jesus.
Yikes. Uh-oh.
Yikes. Well,
So-
I think I might be going down here, guys.
On Duran, that is 4 points of piercing.
Okay.
Give me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Goodbye, cruel world.
I got 9 on my Constitution save.
So you're taking 4 points of poison damage, and you can only leave your space if you. So you can only jump in your space or climb out of your space. You are stuck on the back of a dinosaur, essentially.
I wasn't leaving anyway.
The other 2 are going to jump in at Iku. Oops.
The first one that jumps in, I'd use my reaction
Okay.
to
Do an attack of opportunity.
do attack of opportunity. Yeah.
Do it up.
That's 15. No, 17 versus AC.
That's a hit.
Okay. So that's what is it? 2d?
No, 1d10.
1d10, right?
This guy's already taken some hits.
Yeah, this guy should go down if you don't fuck it up.
5 versus.
Well, did your fighting
Great
style
weapon
give you...
fighter. You
Oh,
can
run
roll
and 2.
1s
Yeah,
and
1 to
2s.
2s. Right. I thought we're just 1s. Nah. 6.
One more.
Yeah, he goes. You chop him in twain.
Whoosh. So
As he
just
goes
doing
down.
a quick slash all in the wrist.
How much damage did I get from that?
So it was. Oh, I didn't do your damage yet.
Yeah.
Sorry. That is 11 points of piercing.
Farewell, cruel world.
And give me a Constitution save, please.
I am unconscious. Do I still save?
Oh, so you actually you can't move away, and you take 1 automatic strike on your death penalty saving throw.
Oh no. All right. Well, I mean, Iku's right there too for the.
So for the attack, did you attack EQ yet?
Has just about to attack you.
Okay, I will disadvantage.
Okay.
I will use my protection against
No
it.
heavy breathing.
That is a natural 1 on that one because of that, as he swings his dagger and misses. After the Grung is Fenquin, so give me a death saving throw, please.
Oh,
Is
yeah.
it straight up 10?
Yeah.
10 or higher.
It's a 19. Oh, you were almost
You were almost popping right back up.
Yeah, so close.
Mercy.
Mercy. All right.
I believe you're in range of a Grung.
I am in range of a Grung. But I also need to heal my friend.
Possibly yourself.
Possibly myself. But I'll take up my actions, so...
I mean, I'm probably going to knock this Grung down in a second, but who can say?
Right.
Heal
Okay.
me, and then I'll heal you back.
Right.
Also a valid life choice.
Right. Okay, so yeah, I'm actually gonna move over to there. I'm gonna put my hand on
Fenquin?
and heal him up for let's say 8 points from lay on hands.
Back to 8.
Boom, 2 lefts just in case for emergencies. Need to pop somebody up. Get up, buddy. We still need you in the fight. And so my bonus action. No, I'm going to keep that bonus just in case I need to use that last spell slot for something.
Okay.
But I am going to move here now. So in case this guy moves again, I can nail him with my.
Well, if you move back 1, then he'll enter your range again.
Right.
So yeah,
okay.
you want to be at least 1 away.
Right,
There we go.
Okay.
Does anyone need any healing? Because it's Iku's turn now.
Yes.
Yeah, Iku could definitely heal either Fenquin has 8 points. I mean, I have if she has a mass heal, that would be a good time. I can get myself up on the next go as well.
Mercy, you doing okay?
I am down to 4 hit points.
Okay, she's going to take the attack of opportunity and she's going to leap over and land adjacent to you. She jumps high into the sky. Grung attacks with a 16, which misses as she just slaps it away with her sword. And she heals you for one of my d8s.
All them's healings.
3, 9, 15, 18 hit points.
You go for MVP?
I am up to full hit points.
That is all she can do. Alethra.
Woot!
All right. Alethra will start her turn by using her second wind. Oh, nice. So that is 11 hit points back. So back up to 17 hit points. I'll move over 1 space and attack the final Grung on the ground with 21 to hit.
That's a super hit.
And I do 10 damages.
You skewer that Grung as well.
Sweet.
Frog on a sword.
I gain back my reaction, and I use my second wind. All right,
Durant, you are up. You cannot move. You can still act, though.
Okay.
Unless you want to jump or climb.
Who's over here?
That's the orange Grung.
Oh, that's the leader?
Yeah, he's still visible on the tree to you, though.
Okay, I will attempt to hide as a bonus action.
Okay.
I got a 2. That's 6.
Everybody sees you.
Yeah.
It's hard to not see the guy who's freaking out on the back of a stampeding.
Whoa! All right, I will...
Actually, I will say, give me an acrobatics check to see if you get tossed off by because he's technically afraid of you as well.
12?
12, yeah, you managed to stay on it. He's kind of like bucking like a bronco. You actually notice like your supplies are starting to like scatter off into the...
All right, I'm going to steady myself for a second and shoot at this guy.
Okay.
That is 13 plus 4, 17.
That is a hit.
Do not get sneak attack, unfortunately. But that is 9 piercing.
Is 9 piercing? Yeah, he takes the full 9. Kaboosh.
All right. Thunk. And I hold on for dear life.
Right. Dungar has to use his dash action and his move action to move as far away from all his...
Well, we just moved that way then.
Yeah.
40, 60 feet.
Just off the map.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll effectively say you guys, unless you get a hold of him in the next turn, he will be out of combat range for... although your short bow has a range.
No, my crossbow is 83-20.
Yeah.
Does he get a save at the end of his turn?
He does get a save at the end of his turn, though.
All right. What am I rolling?
Constitution.
Constitution?
Constitution save.
Okay. Let's get that. 14.
14 for Dungar?
Yep.
He shakes off the fear effect.
That
dinosaur coming in!
I pet him. I reach down to like pet his head and like get him back under.
You see him like kind of like confused.
It's okay, boy. It's okay. I'm here with you.
You see Rourke. Let's see how many. 1, 2,
he has a
3,
name?
4, 5. Actually, sorry, it's the card I was using. Just this color. It is not Rourke for people who are following Group A. You see him let out a churr and a whirp as you see him hop off the tree into the foliage and begins to retreat back into the canopy.
Don't let him go. Get him.
Okay.
Yeah, and the green grungs are going to go next, and they hear his chirp, and they also depart as well.
All these ones?
Yeah.
They just disappear?
Yeah, they lost more than half, so they're booking out.
These guys too on their turn, or do we gotta go first?
Mercy kind of like puts her polearm or glaive in the air. Is like, I warned you not to mess with us. I gave you a chance.
You see Dungar kind of like just come loping back.
I pet him underneath his chin.
He looks a bit sheepish.
I pet him underneath his chin.
He's like just looks confused. Like you can actually see like the trail of like supplies that have been left in his wake.
What happened? I was unconscious.
Well, no time to waste. Go pick up those supplies that fell off and get them back on Dungar.
They retreated, Fenquin.
Ah, yes, I heard a chirp. It sounds like the retreat chirp of these creatures.
You see, Iko said it's unusual to see grungs this far out, but they are aggressive, but also have great ambush tactics. That if they lose more than half their numbers, they do, unless they think they can win, they definitely pull back and retreat.
Does that mean they will likely regroup to try to strike us again?
Says it's possible. It depends on how big their exploration party is. But if there are more, they may come back. Grung poison is quite substantial. It's not your usual poisonous effects.
I would. Can I see if I can extract some of the poison from the grungs?
Don't be green. Yeah. So give me a nature check.
13.
13. You try and pull out some of the glands. You're not familiar with the anatomy of grungs. Also, give me a Constitution check as well.
16.
16. You're good. You feel you resist the poison effects as you deal around with the. They look like have like that glossy skin, very sheen, and like you can smell the poison coming off of them.
They're very, very poisonous.
Ooh,
More poisonous than I can handle, unfortunately.
I'm gonna hop down. Can I recollect some of my bolts?
Yeah, absolutely.
Do I just roll like what, a d6, or how do you want to?
You fired well. Like,
Yeah, you're
let's say
supposed to-
I
D6.
shot like 3-4 times, so
D4 then.
I got one back.
Yeah. The rest you can actually probably claim, but they're so covered in poison, you're kind of like,
I put on my my leather gloves, and I'm gonna take I'm gonna take all my crossbow bolts, and I'm gonna wipe them on their skin to like try to absorb like poison the heads of my bolts.
How many are you gonna do that to? I'll give you a percentage dice to see if.
I've got 20 arrows, so I'll do all of them.
Okay. Tell you what, I will say. For those arrows, roll percentage dice when you attack, and if you get, there's a 20% chance the grung poison kicks off on it.
Okay, that's
nice.
cool.
So just mark that down. And
Sure.
So the green grung poison is a DC 12. It is 2d4 poison damage, half on a success.
Mm-hmm.
And if you fail the saves, the creature cannot move except to climb or make standing jumps in the same spot.
This is such a weird. Why would you ever choose standing jump in the same spot?
Well, in case you're next to a tree or something, I don't know. You also notice on the grungs, they also have tattoos on their arms as well.
Oh, yeah. I'll do me a history check on those.
Yeah.
That's a 19.
It's something you've never seen before, but EQ fills you in on the history of. She says those are actually grungs from Drungrungalung, which is the grung city, and it's two concentric circles with the shape of a grung, kind of like arms up and leaping into the air.
I'm assuming the city is at like 1/4 scale because they are all small frog creatures.
She actually says no, it was an old abandoned maze by Ubtao
Oh.
that they reclaimed. And they just use the maze as a natural defense, but it's far off to the west here.
Oh.
It's like it's very surprising. If these are Drungrungalung grungs, then it's surprising to see them out here this far east.
I forget. Lay on hands. Do I get that back after a short rest? Or
I think it's a long.
It's a
only
long
long
rest.
rest, right?
It's a
Yeah,
long rest.
And they didn't have any money on them, and they've just got basic like short bows and daggers and reed armor, which didn't look very effective at all.
immune to disease. not poison.
I'll grab one of their daggers. Actually, might as well always have a dagger on hand.
Should wipe it with the poison.
I was about to say, give me a Constitution save, please.
Oh yeah, all right. Sorry. That is a 14.
You're good.
Actually, pretty good con saves.
All right, Nika says, like, that is, well, you've met grungs for the first time. That is very typical of their species.
Are there any characteristic sounds we should hear that would tip us off to grungs? What are their usual habitats? I asked her a number of detailed druid questions about grungs.
She says, well, they're very exploratory. They don't like to claim terrain, but they like to explore the territory around them. They're a hunter-gatherer society, so they always have to go out and look for food, and we may have been a potential food source to them. Given the heat and the storm, they may have been a bit hungry looking for, and just maybe waiting in ambush, waiting for someone to set off a trap, because we have been walking. It looks like we have been walking along like a game trail.
We cannot fault them for trying to survive here in this harsh jungle.
Yeah, she says they're even cannibalistic. They will eat their own as well.
I agree with you, Fenquin. We are in we are in the jungle, and this is to be expected. I even gave them a chance to to not fight us and go about their way, but unfortunately, they decided that we were a meal too good to pass up.
Yeah, you see, Iku Shaker is like, no, grungs believe in strength and show of force, and if they outnumber you, they think they will be able to take you. But consequently, if you outnumber them, they will bow down and be subservient because you show the greater amount of strength, which is probably one of the reasons why they retreated.
That might be something to consider if we, going forward, if we ever face them again. Remind them of maybe we can avoid further bloodshed if we remind them of what we did here.
I would like to take a short rest, heal my wounds.
I'm down.
Anyone object?
Nope. I think a short rest makes sense.
Yeah, Dungar could use some healing.
Wish I could get my spell slot slap back after a short rest.
I spend 1d8.
Okay, you gotta go be a
to
wizard.
heal.
Or a druid.
Or a certain kind of druid.
All right.
I'm only down 3 hit points, so I'll hold on to my hit point, my hit die.
So you guys take a short rest to collect all the supplies, collect the various things you can off.
Yeah,
the
yeah,
guards.
definitely. Yeah, putting back together Dungar's packs.
Yeah, and you notice that this is definitely, as you know, in one of those hindsight's 2020 things. You look back and say, "Oh no, this is a perfect ambush area." Like L3, like this is like tall trees, a big open field, like a big open area that as soon as game walks through, it's going to set off. You actually notice that there's a couple of other vines hanging down, and you look down and see like those are actually like snare traps as well. That
Do not disturb these, for these creatures must eat, and we should not disturb their traps.
yeah, you see, you could say, "I just worry that they may still see us as a food source."
Well, we probably look like one that might get stuck in their throat, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, let's keep on guard though for the whirring sound or other places that we could be ambushed. Let's try to avoid those wherever possible.
Yeah. She says that's the tough thing about grungs is they sound like frogs, and frogs are just a natural part of the jungle. So it's unless you speak the language, you wouldn't know what they're saying.
Well, Franklin, don't you understand the language?
I can hear them. I will now be on alert for their words and their language.
Mechanically, it is their own language of grung, so they don't.
Oh, they're not beasts.
No, they're creatures.
Okay.
They're humanoids technically.
Okay. Neat. All right.
I cannot understand their language.
Okay.
They are too advanced. But they are not truly of nature. They have transcended and left behind natural ways. But this is temporary, as is everything that goes against nature.
Iku takes you along.
Can't wait.
Iku, she kind of hugs the forest line of the volcano as you guys make camp for the next night. Do you guys want to? Oh no, you move at normal pace, right?
Yeah, we're moving at normal pace.
So as you guys just do you can do your weather check again, or do you want to do that, or do you want to be a surprise?
Are we taking
I will check the weather using my cantrip.
Yeah, definitely checking the weather.
That's amazing.
Yeah, that's really good.
Oh, that's great.
It looks like it'll be strong wind tomorrow.
I pick up some. I wave my fingers, and some grasses all start to swirl around, and I'm like, "Oh, the winds will be strong tomorrow."
Yeah. So Iku says, "We'll stay out of the trees then." And strong winds mechanically, any ranged attack you do at half range, like
okay.
Makes sense. Just fixed around.
Yeah.
Interesting.
You guys going to go at a normal pace?
Do we have a long rest now? Is it?
Yeah. You can have a
long rest.
Oh, okay.
Sweet.
Not just a short rest.
All right. Do we did we get enough points to go to level 3?
At the end of the session.
We're so excited though.
I think you should reward our enthusiasm.
I am rewarding at the end of the session.
With double XP.
auto level, level 4, level 4.
Ranged spell attacks, ranged attacks?
No, they're spells.
Okay, so they're not affected by the wind.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So Iku says, "Well, it's. I feel like we're at the base of the volcano, so I figured just head south along the western ridge."
What is the precise directions that we received?
That it sits at the foot of the crown, the western edge of Sky Lizard Mountain, I believe is the exact word.
This does seem to be the crown in front of us. This high mountain.
Mm-hmm. So that's why I'm sticking close. I'm not going to go too much up into the volcano, but I feel like.
Well, surely we'll be able to see from the base of the volcano any structures or rock formations that may indicate an old city.
Yeah, you see Iku nodding the corner. So, do you guys want to go fast tomorrow, slow, normal?
I'm gonna say let's go slow since we are looking for
I agree.
We
things
don't
in
want to miss anything.
Yeah, I agree. Let's do it slow.
And we are at the base of the mountain basically now. I believe.
And we know the weather for tomorrow? Or is it
Yeah, it's windy.
Have we been tracking our food?
You are.
I should spend a
Well, I
night.
guess
like you can spend Goodberry at the end of the night, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that's-
I don't have good berry prepared.
Oh,
Iku
okay.
could also summon food. Does summon food and
Okay.
water as well.
Oh, sweet.
Oh, so I shouldn't be spending my rations?
Well, I've eaten some rations.
Well, the first couple of days we survived on velociraptors.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So then I'll...
And you also, when you were on the pirate boat, the pirates fed you.
Yeah.
Sir.
Okay.
Or
I've
the
eaten
smugglers
one day of
fed you.
rations.
Yeah.
I was snacking.
What can I say? Giant appetite.
You are a giant, sir.
Yes.
So I'll give you some good news
But
and I'll
not a
give you some
joke.
bad news.
All right.
So rolling my survival check for tracking or for guidance through the jungle, Iku rolled a natural 1.
Oh.
So I know where you are on the map. You guys don't know where you are on the map.
Oh, interesting.
You see Iku looks for the first time in a while. She takes you kind of deeper into the jungle, trying to like find a new direction. So you see her kind of like do that. Look left, look right, look behind, look left, look right, and you realize, oh, this may not be.
So are we moving further away from?
You're going deeper into the jungle. You just don't know which direction you're going in the jungle.
But like if we look at the volcano,
It would be on your left side. So
okay, so we are walking west then.
Ah.
Okay.
Well, we know we are walking
or sorry,
west.
sorry. It's on your right side. You're going east into the.
We're headed this way.
Yeah, you're heading towards Trevor. Yeah.
This way.
Yeah.
So we're either in that one, or maybe I don't know if we've gone more than one square. But we're going slowly though, so it can only be.
Yeah, we're
gone
going
one
slowly. So I guess the question is when.
Right, because that adds a plus. Oh, no, that's only to perception checks, right? Sorry. Yes, you were still technically lost.
Does the like when we see it, does it move further away from us? Or...
A little bit. So you guys went down that way.
Shouldn't we be getting closer to the mountain?
I think we're looking for a path that leads us to the mountain. It seems to be just impenetrable brush. Iku, are you lost or something?
She's like, I'm not sure. I decided to try something new, and just by sheer random dice luck, you see her look around, and you can actually see what appears to be an old, dried up lava flow that comes down the side of the volcano, and you can see it kind of takes like a 90-degree serpentine turn, and then comes down. She looks and follows. It's just cut a path right through it. But you can see this clear trail, and what appears to be, you can see like the tops of pyramids and ziggurats just underneath like this giant blanket of solidified lava.
Can I use a religion check to see if I recognize the shape of the ziggurats?
Yes.
I can do that too.
That will be a religion.
Actually,
13.
you know what? I'll.
Oh, you assist me?
Yeah, assist you. So advantage.
14.
Nice.
No, it's nothing. They do look like ziggurats and pyramids. You can't really see any of the symbols or the.
There are religious structures, but I know not of what kind.
Let's do a history check from a plethora. It's worse. It's only 12.
12 for history. Well, actually, I put the DC at 10 for history. As you come in, you can actually see for the first time UNT imagery on the tops of the ziggurats, as it looks like the city just progressively goes down, down, and down. There's actually no trees here, and everyone actually feels kind of like this magical kind of like pulse as you walk into the city for the first time. Everyone who's trained in Arcana can give me a check.
Me. Always trained in Arcana, folks.
I'm not.
Oh, not so great.
And she has investigations.
10. No, 4. No, 12. 12, sorry.
12 is enough. You're not sure.
Oh, wait. No, 11, sorry.
11?
11, sorry.
11 actually is not enough, unfortunately.
Oh, no.
Sorry. It feels like there's a big magical presence here. You can't quite put your finger on it. Iku can try and give it a go. With a 21. And she says there's some type of like antipathy spell in the air. It feels very big and very concentrated.
This area is UNT in origin. This might be part of the city of Hisari.
She says, I think it's we probably have to go further down like as you notice the terrain begins to slope downwards off the volcano. I was like, we probably have to walk further in, but there's no trees growing in the volcanic rock area. So I think this is it. I think this is Hisari. I think we've found it. If there's Yuan-Tai imagery here, like the Yuan-Tai only had one major city.
Oh my gosh.
inside Chult.
Well done, everyone.
We did it! Let's go home.
This is only the beginning.
Right.
Oh my gosh! Well, Iku, your wanderings actually ended up being your hunch was correct.
She said, she just shakes her head like, honestly, that was just the luck of the jungle. I sincerely got us lost.
Well, let's
jungle luck.
I guess everything balances out. So, but let's carefully investigate and be on the alert. I'm going to actually use my divine sense again for undead and celestial and fiend.
You get none of that.
None of that. Okay.
And actually, give me a nature check.
Nature. All right.
Yeah, anyone who's trained in nature as well.
I'll assist you. Oh, mine's +4. What's yours?
Oh, you know what? You go
Okay,
ahead.
do you want to assist?
I'm not even trained in nature.
Yeah,
That's
so
just what I'm going
Anyone
to do.
trained in it? No. Okay.
Iku can help you. She's
Okay,
trained in it.
Crit.
20.
Double crit.
Double crit.
Pictures.
On that, it's eerie that there's actually no animal sounds here. There's no chirping of birds. Like there's no feeling
This
of
is
plant
not a
life.
natural place. There are no creatures.
What?
It offends me greatly, the scar on the earth.
But isn't it nature that caused this scar?
No, it is Yuan Ti.
You can tell by the way the lava flow, like unless there's like a big goddamn wall, lava doesn't just take a 90-degree turn on its own.
This lava was directed here by some foul magic. And it has erased so many creatures. It is too much to bear.
Iku, what is the
Give him a hug,
effect
Iku.
that we feel?
She said, from what I understand, it's something called the antipathy spell, which is designed to keep out certain things. Like it'll force them away.
It's forcing me away from this horror. I can't bear to look at it. Oh,
It's obvious. Like we can feel its presence, but it's obviously not targeting us, or we wouldn't even be allowed to come into the.
It must be. Maybe it is forcing the other creatures away, which is why there's nothing around us, or maybe something far worse. But yeah, here we are. Let's investigate. So maybe just paint the scene a bit more.
Yeah. So when you come into the city, you've kind of hit like the start of the forest, and it looks almost like a perfect circle of where this magical field kind of is. And it looks like whatever the lava flow is came in and just like bowled over. So you're only getting like the tops of ruins and the tops of buildings and whatnot. It slides downhill, and you can see natural caves and or natural like kind of structures like the tops of pyramids and the tops of buildings that have just been like flooded over by lava.
Okay.
So you're just getting like the top view of like the structures that are here. You can definitely see like religious carvings in certain walls and certain pyramids, but there's actually not a whole lot to see above
the lava.
Above the lava.
The now solidified rock.
Yeah.
We should.
Lava field, I believe, is the correct technical term. But you do look at a lot of the ziggurats, and that it's kind of like this big empty dome. It's not even like the canopy doesn't come over top, so it's always in constant sunlight too. But you do see through some of the shadows that you can make your way down into individual pyramids. That kind of like it's made a void where the pyramids were to vacate or that you could go down into the ziggurats and explore that way.
Okay. So there are a couple natural openings.
Yeah, quite a few actually. It looks like it was quite a big city. You probably estimate it was maybe about somewhere between like 80,000 to 100,000 people of size. Like it's quite large, quite substantial, and it's also odd that because you even saw the ruins beforehand, that the jungle usually reclaims stuff, and this is just a big open lava field.
Interesting.
a gaping sore on the side of the jungle.
The magics of the Yuan Ti must have been truly powerful in the height of their empire.
Yet who had more powerful magic to redirect the lava and curse them to the eternal burial? A fitting punishment for their crimes against nature here.
That is true. Whatever the Yuan Ti did here to help Raznisi must have been a truly powerful sacrifice and blood magic. Possibly, maybe even the volcano erupted because of the magics that Raznisi did.
Remind me, Raznisi is the lich we seek, yes?
You see EQ point up, it's like, well, as far as I've known volcanoes, I've never seen a volcanic flow do that, pull a turn. It does look like it was directed this way.
Oh, interesting. Possibly Raznisi trying to bury his secrets here.
Or
I feel very encouraged.
to kill so many at once and raise them from the dead as an army.
Well, I don't know about you, but I'm very excited to check out these ziggurats.
All right. I've got it at 3 hours right now. It's 3 o'clock. We can call it there for the day.
I'm gonna. I
We
mean,
need to
depends
go
on.
for, like,
I'm going to go for a
You
little
gotta
bit
get
more.
out of here at 4, right?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
oh.
So,
I wouldn't mind taking a quick pee break and then regrouping for one more encounter. What do you guys think?
I can give you like some exploration stuff of
Yeah.
Hisari, but if you want to do like it's kind of like a mini dungeon delve into.
Right.
Yes, other is we'll do it. We're
Yeah.
back.
we're at we're at 7 after, almost 10 after.
Yeah.
So
like I can do like just like you can guys do some like exploration rolls and stuff like that.
yeah, do you want to just like kind of maybe set the scene
Yeah.
a little, and we'll do some initial exploration. Maybe choose where how we're gonna get down into the initial wherever we're going.
Yeah. Let's keep. Elvethor says. Perhaps Dungar should stay here. The structural integrity of this lava field might not be able to support a dinosaur of his magnitude.
Yeah, you see, you could say yes, and remember what I said about the lava tubes that there may be natural hazards just in the ground itself.
All right, you stay here, buddy.
Will Iku? I mean,
We'll be
will
back for you.
Will
gonna
Dungar
tie
be
him up
okay?
to a tree.
Just hanging
There
out
are
here.
no trees.
At the edge of where the tree stopped.
Okay, yeah.
Well, will Dungar be okay just hanging out here?
She says, well, I'd worry about leaving him tied up to a tree in case a predator comes along, but I don't... There's
You
no
will stay
sense.
here. Dungar, you will stay. You will not go away from us.
She's like, oh, do not go far. I'm uncomfortable here.
Yes, we are your herd. We will return for you. Please do not leave, unless you need to save your life.
It's like, very well. I will come find you if I have to flee.
Yes, well, don't come find us. Stay where you are. Don't come in here. It's very dangerous, this place.
I will come find you.
How about you call for us with your voice, and we will come running?
Like, here is my voice.
Yes, I know it well.
As it just kind of like echoes out across. You know, it's like some like the old stone just kind of crumbles off the side of an old
An army of undead shows up and starts hoarding you.
So Iku says, well, there's lots of natural shelters we can find around here, just based on the top of the structures. But we can start our exploration from here. It's like think of it almost like a beach, and there's like sticks and pillars that just stick out of the ground. Sometimes they have like a canopy on top of them. Sometimes they have like a structured roof.
Right.
But everything is from the top down at this point.
Can I maybe use religion or insight to kind of roll and maybe just maybe from my history and experience saying, okay, well, where's a good place to start? Like, where would be like the main ziggurat or the most likely
give me
I'll
a
place?
assist you with the religion.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll assist.
So advantage.
All right. And oh god. So plus religion plus another
Over there. Look
3,
You're looking
14.
At the wrong... What's
14.
going on?
It's hard to tell from the spires and the canopies that are the domes that, or sorry, the ziggurats that come up. What you do notice though from your religion rolls is that there's a lot of serpent imagery, and you know this to be one of the 3 major religions of the UNT is known as Dendar, the Night Serpent, who is essentially in UNT religion is that it's a giant serpent from another dimension that when you feed it enough souls, it will come to this one and devour the world, and essentially an apocalyptic
World Eater. Okay.
Yeah, and that the UNT here look like they're hell bent on summoning.
Right. Okay.
By sacrificing souls to summon the Night Serpent to consume the world.
Okay, so I kind of say this out loud, and I notice Elethric just furiously writing it down. But I also say out loud, like, I'm trying to remember what else, and I think I remember something about the layout of these ziggurats and where the most likely the largest antechambers are, but I just can't remember from my studies.
Yeah, let's do me. So anyway, history check on what I see and sort of based on my readings to see about any like landmarks I can tell or like important structures that would have existed.
You read the books.
I read the books. I got a 15.
15. You know that if you delve deeper into the center of this lava field, there's a chance you can do that.
Right.
You can find some. You actually take about a 15-20 minute walk, and you realize this is probably a much slower walk if you're walking along the streets of this old city. And you actually do find what appears to be a very ornate and more well preserved ziggurat top. That the stone looks like it still has its form and its original carving, so as the rest of it has been well weathered and well worn down by just wind and rain and water flow. And as you get up close, you can actually see that there's carvings that lead. It's kind of like almost like a perch, or it's got four corners, and they kind of arch up into a pyramid top. And on the pyramid top, you can see carvings in the side displaying some type of ceremony. And because it was a ceremony of great importance, it looks like they put it on their most important building. And as you look at it, you can see what appears to be humanoid figurines, like head, arm, legs, and then they're surrounded by figures that have serpent bodies and human serpent bottoms and human tops. And the humanoid things shapes are put down on this great big tablet, and it looks like a beam of energy hits them. And then you can see as you go around from the different corners, you can see the humanoid actually merges and turns into a snake creature and gets up off the table and joins the rest.
So they seem to be making more of themselves here, committing further crimes against the natural order, combining species.
This must be where they created more Yuan-Ti to further the city. This structure is truly huge. Still, though, why they would have allied themselves with a I forget the name of the species of the cat people.
Tabaxi.
Tabaxi. A Tabaxi paladin is still a little confusing.
Yes, cats and snakes hate each other. Have you ever seen a cat next to a cucumber? It freaks right out.
I haven't seen that.
Really strange. It's like one of the first things you learn in Druid school.
Really?
It's cruel to the cats.
So you just turn yourself into a pickle? Is there more to it, or?
Well, no. You just look at cats and cucumbers next to each other.
Oh.
It's very cruel, Druid school, but we learn about creatures so we can protect them.
But as you look into the ziggurat, you actually see there's a giant hole, and it's kind of like this black pit that goes down. It looks like the light kind of leaks in, and it looks like it's like a structured, built ziggurat on the inside.
How deep is the hole?
It's very dark. You can't tell.
I will light a small torch and drop it into the hole.
You see it drops down about 80 feet where it hits like a very carved out and ornate floor, and you can just kind of see some snakes and stuff just like scatter off to the side.
Why did it have to be snakes?
Hey.
Not a floor of snakes, but just some.
Just a bunch of snakes. A reasonable amount of snakes.
There's no such thing as a reasonable amount.
Snakes that would give us trouble if we tried to fight them.
I don't know. You gotta go down and find out.
There's snakes down there. Let's not go down.
I have bad news for you, Franklin. There's going to be a lot of snakes around here.
I like snakes.
Okay, then I have good news for you.
You do
I
notice
don't want to have to kill those ones. That's the problem.
You do notice that the floor looks innately carved, and it looks like it tells some history or some use of what this ziggurat was used for.
But maybe we could learn something down there.
In my history check, was there a great library of Hisari?
You don't need to roll for it, but you know that the Sari didn't write down a lot of their history in books. They carved it into murals and walls.
Okay,
Much like you saw in Portney and Zaru, that it's
Okay.
a display history type of, like you put it on walls and tell stories with it.
Did I see what kind of snakes they were? Did I have any kind of can I identify one that I could transform into it?
Give me a Viper check.
A Viper check.
Viper check of that'd be nature. Yeah. Okay. 21.
It's a Viper.
It's a viper.
Can I turn into a viper?
Those are pretty nasty.
No, not many hit points, but they do poison stuff.
Poisonous snake.
Yeah, that'll count.
So I can turn into I could turn into a poisonous snake and reconnoiter down there.
See if you can talk to anything down there.
I mean, just be other snakes. They won't bother me.
That's true.
I think. Is that true? I don't know.
Possibly.
I don't know. I never see piranhas ever trying to eat each other.
That's the thing.
That's because they always eat the weak ones.
I will not
That's
be
because they
one
ate
of the
them
weak
a
ones.
long time ago. All right. I guess let's. So we're basically in the center of this field now.
I'm going to be a
or
giant
this field
poisonous
of
snake.
lava.
That will be the weak one.
Somebody roll insight to see if we should actually go down this hole.
Well, I don't know if it's 80 feet. I have
rope?
I have 50 feet of hempen rope.
Oh, I can't do. It's got a swim speed. I can't be a giant snake.
I also have 50 feet. We could tie together and make 100.
Absolutely true. The snakes are coming up the rope.
I can't be a poison. I'm sorry. I'm not yet strong enough to become a snake. I've consulted my druid magics, and it's not possible for me. I'm very ashamed. I'm sorry to have suggested it.
Iku says, well, this looks like a religious center. If we want answer about the UNT and Chult, this is probably one of the best places to, really the source of the material.
Yes, the mural down there already piques my interest. Maybe this is where we should enter into the ruins.
Lead the way, Brainiac.
I have a rope, but it is only 50 feet long. Is there a way down, or is it just a hole?
It's literally just a hole.
So is there anywhere that we can tie a rope to?
Yeah,
up
he's
here?
because it's essentially I think it's like 4 columns with like a steepled roof on top of it, and that the hole is on like where underneath the roof. You can easily tie it onto one of the columns.
Okay.
Climb down.
Can I do a check to see which of those looks the most sturdy?
They all look pretty.
Okay,
They all look pretty stable.
So let's tie some of our ropes together.
I can. Well, you don't need a rope. You can just simply walk down the edge.
Gives your spider
Yeah, that's
sense.
true.
I can also transform into a giant wolf spider and climb down the side.
Oh, yeah, that's neat.
But for us who don't have slippers or can transform into things, we're going to need some sort of rope or ladder.
I have
Some
a
rope
rope.
ladder.
Yes. Here's a rope. I pull out my rope. It's 50 feet long. It is 50 feet long. However, the hole appears to be 80
Is
feet
the wolf
deep.
spider big enough for me to ride on?
It is medium sized.
So no.
I could maybe perhaps I could spin a web and lower you.
You spin it up the bottom, you can jump onto it. You see, Iku says like, I think I'll stay up here and make sure that Dungar is okay and that no one comes in through the top.
Oh.
That is a good idea.
She's not going to go into...
But you are perhaps our best fighter. Maybe one of us should stay at the top.
I will volunteer to stay on watch and look after Dungar.
She says, well, I still feel you guys need to prove yourself that you are here to protect the jungle.
Plus, we didn't give her any hazard pay, so...
You could pay her in advance, though. Fair enough, Iku.
And she got you here.
Yeah, she did us
Yeah,
here.
we paid her to get us here, not to go in.
That is true. You did guide us, even through mistakes.
Yes.
Very well. I'll give you the other half of my 100 feet of rope so that you can tie that together. Who wants to create?
You should just go down in advance and like hold the rope down there.
What's tying ropes?
You just tie it. Yeah.
Oh, just tie it.
There's no more use rope skill.
Okay.
Just do it.
Use rope was the best.
Yeah. You're not even there's not even like unless you're doing it under duress, you can just climb up and down the rope as well.
Okay.
So yeah, we'll tie
Although
both of them
jumping into
together.
a giant spider web would be the coolest.
My webbing will be far stronger than any rope, so perhaps I will do that.
It'd also be sticky from
Well,
the butt.
Wood spiders actually can weave sticky and non-sticky rope, so I will use the non-sticky webbing because otherwise they would get stuck to their own webs all the time.
So what are you doing? Sorry.
I'm becoming a spider,
Okay.
Wolf spider.
and I'm going to knit a small basket and then use it and lower it down with them inside of it from my butt.
So we're not going to use our rope. We're just going to use this instead.
Yeah, we don't need to. I have a rope in my
We
butt.
can do both.
Rope butts.
Okay.
Yeah,
Sure.
We can preserve the rope here for on our way back in case we need a speedy exit.
So I turn into a giant wolf spider.
Oh yes.
And
So
I,
we're going to leave a rope so that we can get
Yeah,
back up. So,
yeah.
so 2 of our ropes are in use still.
It's totally fine to be redundant.
Yeah. It's good. It's good to have another.
I
way
will
up.
tie off the basket when we're finished, and then we can climb up the rope with the basket.
Won't your webs dissolve within a
Oh, do
certain
they?
amount of time? I mean, I imagine they might. I don't know.
We'll say you'll be good enough for unless you spend multiple days down there, you'll probably be fine.
Okay.
with it.
All right. Then fine.
So,
It's creative and awesome. Yeah, sure. You got a
fair
couple
enough.
of days.
All right.
So a
Okay.
giant wolf spider appears and it backs towards the thing, and then you see with its little back legs, it
Spinnerets, yeah.
weaves a little basket and a couple comfortable chairs with holes for them to for a little ski lift thing.
It's like
And
one
then
of those.
it chitters and waves its things at you to and like towards welcomingly.
Well, that's really unnerving.
But it looks terrifying.
It's like one of those elderly assist seats, just going up the stairs very slowly.
Okay, well, so I'm indicating and pointing with my.
All right, I'm climbing the creepy silk basket.
It's a little bit sticky.
Remember, it comes from his butt.
Comes from his butt.
Okay, so I will. You should. Well, I can't talk anymore. I slowly start to lower them down, and then I stop with them a little bit down, and then the spider starts waving its arm at you.
Okay, so I guess I head on down, and so like, how much do we see?
Well, when you come down, if you light up a torch,
Yeah.
the very first thing you see
is the torch I dropped in there not still burning away on the floor?
Yeah, it still is, but it's not kind of like giving off that light that you need.
So yeah, I'll light up one of my torches.
Yeah,
Then.
as you give it off more, you can see just kind of like this brief glimmering outline, or this brief outline. It looks like a giant sphere, and you immediately recognize it as Toril Alethra, which is the planet you're on. And you can see what appears into the wall is built this gigantic serpent head with giant fangs that looks like it's reaching out to grab on top of it.
Oh, that looks friendly.
I was going to do this because I'm facing away from the hole, gradually lowering you with my butt string.
As you come down, you get kind of like this echoey presence, and you notice that you're in kind of looks like a grand hall type of thing. It looks like the walls are painted with kind of like this yellows and oranges of just showing like UNT culture and whatnot. And you can actually, as you look around, you see painted on the sides are actually Alethra. You recognize it right away, but it looks like it's recounting the war with Mesro.
Oh. This is the war at Mesro where Raznisi attacked with his undead army, or
you don't see anything that looks like a Raznisi reference. It looks like UNT are fighting Mesro.
Okay, so the
or Meserites, I guess they would be called.
UNT are attacking and invading Mesro.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, interesting.
And although you can't read a lot of the scripture that's put into it, you get the basic gist of the storyline as it goes around the mural. Excuse me. Starting from one end of the snake serpent head to the other, and you see that it started off as humanoid shapes making contact with UNT shapes, and then kind of like this big explosion. And then it's just constant scenes of battles and fights of the UNT pushing forward and forward and forward towards Mesro. And then the Meserites pushing back and back and back. And it looks like, as you get to the middle of the mural, it looks like kind of like this stalemate developed. And then you can see the ceremony where it looks like they're taking humanoids wrapped in chains and then doing the same thing you saw at the top of the ziggurat. And their legs turn into the serpentine bottoms. And it looks like the ranks of the UNT got bigger and bigger as the ranks of the Meserites got smaller and smaller.
Interesting. And there are like depictions of the snake gods at all, and this I'm assuming as well. Like they're all
you actually there's in the background of a lot of the images is more like it looks just like bodies and humanoid figurines being thrown in like this giant massive maw that's just gobbling them all up and like kind of giving it power and whatnot. You can actually see what they're not rubies or precious gems, but like glass beads where the Dendar's the night serpent's eyes are, and it looks like it just catches the light and it looks like almost like a refractory. Like you can see what looks like tiny little sparkles inside it. You can kind of represent like it's just consuming all the souls to give it more power and more energy.
No tabaxi are depicted at all.
You can't tell by the humanoid figures.
Have they reached the bottom now?
Yeah, they're at the bottom now.
Okay, so I will tie off the web and then skitter down using my spider climb down to the bottom.
A wolf spider lands next to everybody.
I chitter.
Dude.
And go searching for some food. Is there any snakes around?
Oh yeah, there's easily snakes around.
No, I hunt some snakes.
You easily consume and desiccate some...
Wait, I checked for poison first. Do they seem poisonous?
I think spiders are resistant to poison.
I don't know.
You'll be fine. You'll be fine. They're not like grungs.
Okay.
They're not poisonous slugs.
I'm not poison, but I do. When I bite them, they are paralyzed. and then I suck their insides out.
Nice.
Gross.
As you
First, I
look,
spin them up in a little cocoon.
as you look around, you notice that in this grand hall there are 4 entrances or 4 doorways. They're big and open, no physical door to block the way. They have designed arches all in like a serpentine type of motif, and they follow the cardinal directions of north, east, south, and west.
Oh, geez.
Can I use like either insight or religion again, kind of think about like the layout of a typical ziggurat or whatnot, and see like the most likely path?
Give me an insight check.
Insight? Okay.
20.
Plus my insight, which is 22.
Yeah. So you just as you know, if you untie religion with Dendar, the night serpent, and just how ziggurats usually work, is that usually the most important rooms are at the top, and that usually you've got stairways that all lead down to the bottom in their own direction. So you'll probably they're very symmetrical. So whatever way you're going to go, you're probably going to get the same layout on each floor or on whichever direction you choose.
Okay.
And that this room, quite large, it's maybe about like 100 feet in diameter, or in length, is probably the smallest room or the smallest floor on this temple.
Okay.
And that the further down you go, the more it's going to expand out.
Okay. So I'm thinking the best bet to go is to go further down.
If you want to go, you're guessing that the doorways probably lead to like a stairway.
Right.
Down.
Okay.
Is there one archway that's more ornate or different than the other ones, or are they operate identical?
Give me an investigation check.
There's 17.
Yeah, the westerly one seems more fancy, more ornate. As looks like more work has been put into it.
I'm going to suggest this one as it is the prettiest.
Solid scientific rationale there.
I chitter affirmatively.
We might need a full-grown human for... Actually, no, stay as a snake, or as a spider for now.
I have blind sight and dark vision, so I'm pretty
Nice.
good.
Yes, you're
amazing.
fine. You're fine. Yeah. I will say that as you guys are about to go in, I will say we'll call it there for the week as you're about to go into your first mini dungeon.
Yeah.
All right.
An actual tomb.
Jungle crawl, 2 dungeon crawl. 2 jungle crawl.
Jungle the dungeon.
Yeah, so that is it for this week. We'll see you next. I believe Group A is recording tomorrow.
Oh, geez.
Yeah,
so much D&D for you.
A lot. They just finished their stuff up in their area, so they got some new map information. So they're gonna do something cool. All right, so
I look forward to listening to that in several months.
we are starting this Saturday or next Saturday is when we're gonna.
Oh wow! Oh, I'm very excited.
Yep. So that is it. We will see you next week, and hopefully nothing bad happens in there. Bum, bum, bum.